Are we on the hunt?
Right.
Absolutely. No, we are on is starting the show.
Are we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So let's get this going.
Distance nerding.
Well, good afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you, ladies and gentlemen. Morning for those of you listening to the podcast
In Australia.
in Australia.
Have a good day, everybody.
If you're listening in Australia,
Australian accent.
Like-
Top of the morning to it. Nope. That's
Like Rhea
that's
Ripley.
Ireland.
like Rhea Ripley and her husband Buddy.
Shrimp on the bobby.
Shrimp on the bobby. You know that's racist.
It is actually. I'm gonna
Ladies-
say Patty Mills. He's an Australian basketball
You
player.
call this a knife? This is a knife. All right, so it's Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. You are now watching and listening and experiencing the experience that is the distance nerding experience.
experiencing part of the Comic-Con radio podcast family of experiences. Yes. No? What?
You're first.
Oh.
Read your script, dude.
She's no Jedi. It's Jenn from Frey Comics. And I'm going to let this dry out as long as I can.
And you can't see him because nobody's looking.
Exactly.
It's young Phil. Wait. Again. Another Drax connection.
Yeah.
Sensitive nipples, and now you think nobody can see you.
Yeah, but it's actually a John Cena reference. But
No, I know, but
my nipples are sensitive.
look, Dave Bautista was a wrestler. It still worked.
You're right. You know, you're not wrong. And he's just in time to still be late. It's Jahmez 5000.
Yes.
And we're
here to nerd together.
Werewolf smut. What?
Nailed it for the 182nd time. We're talking about anything pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, jokes, inside jokes, weird jokes, jokes that don't work like my jokes, comics, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord at Distance Nerdy. Did I do it?
You want to finish it? You want to continue it?
And email us at Dist. That's the old graphic. Where's the new graphic?
Yeah, where's the Thug Life graphic?
What is this, a throwback? What's happening here? Oh, that's not even the graphic.
What is going on here?
Come on, production team.
The Thug Life graphic is on the
The bill.
it's on the
Cutting room floor.
on the keynote and not actually on the
snip, snip.
Well, that
Oh, wait,
just
no,
ruins the
no.
entire joke.
No, we need to edit that out. We'll edit that out later. The snip,
We'll
snip,
edit
snip,
out
snip.
in post.
Yeah,
like
we'll,
all
we'll
this.
do that in post. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
edit it all
Shadoo
out.
can do that.
we
Shadoo
can do
can
the
do that.
entire show. Yeah, exactly.
It's nerding at AOL.com.
Were we still doing that? I forgot.
I thought we were. By the way, quick side question for everybody on the podcast and on the chat. What's your go-to snacky, your like treat
Mhm.
that's underrated? Phil and I were just talking about it. Mine was Bunch of Crunch.
Bunch of Crunch. Bunch of Crunch is good. Bunch of Crunch is really good with popcorn while you're watching a movie.
That's exactly. This is where I got it at the movie
Yeah.
theater.
Now hold on. So I take it a step further because I do what you just said.
Of course you do.
And actually I got this from Buddy back in the day, and now I just do it all the time.
Buddy.
Right. Yeah.
What do you do?
Peanut butter M&Ms instead of the Bunch of Crunch in my popcorn.
Now, look, if you are a peanut butter fan,
Yeah.
peanut butter M&Ms are
Fabulous.
freaking awesome
Yeah.
with popcorn. I used to, like, for movie theater stuff, when I drank soda, it was Milk Duds and Coke. I loved Milk Duds and Coke. But
Doesn't
now
that
I can't
explode?
have milk dud. I don't put them in the Coke.
Oh,
I chew a milk dud to drink Coke. But I just loved that. And I can't have the Milk Duds anymore because the caramel has palm oil in it, and I don't drink soda anymore, so I don't have either one of those. So I gotta find a new one. I love Spree. Spree is one of my
what is
favorites.
that?
They're like sweet tart, generic sweet tarts.
They're
I think
like
you're a
sweet
sweetheart.
tarts, but they're coated in candy, and it's all different, like, fruit flavors. So they're kind of like sweet tart. They're real tart,
They're
but they're
sweet
so
tart
good.
Skittles.
Yeah, and
They're
then they
candy
have chewy
coated
ones,
in candy.
Yeah, exactly.
and then they have the regular ones. I like the regular ones. The chewy ones are weird.
Chris
I don't like
over
that
on,
texture.
Chris over on Instagram says Junior Mints.
Junior
Junior
mints
Mint?
are good. Junior mints.
But they explode if you put them in Coca-Cola, right?
Well, you're not going to put them in the Coke. Why do you want to put everything in Coca-Cola?
I don't know.
What
Don't
is
they
going
explode?
on with the Coca-Cola, Jay?
Well, if you're pounding candy and you're guzzling a soda, isn't your stomach gonna explode?
Tater said, "You don't know what Spree are?"
I don't know. What
The Long Family Cosplay also just said something that I have to do, and it sucks because the theater I go to, Regal, no longer carries it anymore. But my go-to for any movie is Red Vine. I'm at the point where now I go to the gas station before I go to the movie theater and pick up some Red Vines because it's Red Vines are like a go-to.
AMC has Red Vines, and we're a Red Vine family. So yeah, I'm totally on board with
stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're better. To me, they're better than Twizzler. And it's a totally different flavor. Twizzler's like strawberry or cherry, and like the Red Vines, it's just red. It's a red vine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I do. I have gotten onto these new stuffed Twizzlers that they've come out with.
Stuffed Twizzlers, like a turkey.
That's like those freaking cereal straw things that they put like weird cream in, and you only gave them to your children that had not discovered the opposite sex.
Stuffed Twizzlers. So they're like the cherry Twizzlers, but they have like lemonade flavor inside of them.
Ooh, I bet that's good though.
Yeah,
is it like a cherry limeade almost?
Yeah, it is.
Good,
And Jackie put me onto those because the regular ones they have are like the cherry lemon ones, but then they do seasonal ones, and they had a pink lemonade one, and it was so good. And I was like, I will eat those. But regular Twizzlers, like the Long Family Cosplay said, Twizzlers taste like plastic, and they suck. But like some of the flavored ones are decent enough that I can eat those.
Yeah, and it depends.
Go-to is a Red Vine. Like I have Red Vines in my pantry right now because Red Vines are the go-to.
You got Red Vines in your pants right now?
Small Twizzlers, like those little small packets of like the bite-sized Twizzlers. That's fine because I can eat just like one or two of them and I'm okay. But you give me a thing of Red Vines, you put me in a movie theater, good luck getting any of those Red Vines.
Yeah, see, if I ever get the bucket, like I can't buy the bucket that you get at like Costco and stuff because I will just eat them. And you can't do that, and especially now with where I'm at in life, I cannot eat that. Chris in the chat saying, Mr. Navarro, Coke is horrible, Pepsi is better. I will disagree with that. I'm a Coke guy.
No, like if I were gonna have a soda, I would pick either Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
those are the two go-tos.
So
Pepsi is not. My mom drank Pepsi the whole time I was growing up, and I could not wait to get on my own so I could have Coke.
We are hard right now.
Let me give you something about that. Coke versus Pepsi. There's no fucking difference, guys. Just relax. Same thing with Twizzlers and Red Vines. It's the same fucking thing. Just relax.
Is that a hot take?
Just eat it. All right.
Hot take.
It's not. Take. I was gonna say my last fun fact because we have already tangented harder on this, but my last fun fact. So, did you guys know Dr. Pepper and Coke were made by the same guy?
Yes.
Did you guys know
Dr. Coke? Sounds like
No,
a Batman villain.
Whatever.
It was Professor Pepper.
Oh.
Pemberton is his actual name, but
Okay, wait, hold on. DeLong family, Sandra, you need to fact check hard on young Phil right now.
no.
'cause he's-
So I just learned this, and I have to try it now. But apparently, if you take 2 parts Coke and 1 part root beer,
No.
it makes Dr. Pepper.
Well, Dr. Pepper originally had prune juice in it
Yes,
because
But-
it was a digestive.
right.
To help with your
That I
stomach.
knew
Hey,
too.
does he poop?
Yeah, it made people poop.
But I mean, like, so I just watched this video on the dude doing it, and this guy mixed it 2 parts Coke, 1 part root beer, and then poured a Dr. Pepper and tried them side by side. And he was like, it's
Mhm.
not exactly the same, but if you get the mixture right, it's gonna taste like Dr. Pepper, because he was like, it's close. It,
I
like,
think they were trying to do a digestive that tasted closer to sarsaparilla than anything else because root beer is a derivative of sarsaparilla.
mhm.
And so that is something I think. I don't know. Fact check me. Did I get it right?
Yeah. I just like that you worked in sarsaparilla into the conversation.
Thanks.
If
All right.
only just for that.
It's true though. Like sarsaparilla was a big thing in the old West. I am from the Midwest. You don't think I know these things?
Not the Midwest, the Old West.
Sarsaparilla. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled on to the best or worst kept secret on the internet. The show that lives in nothing but tangents. You are now watching The Download.
By the way, shout out to
Uh-huh.
Chris Neal in the chat. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. I thought he was busy
That's true. Yeah.
putting brisket in a Twizzler or something like that. He's been
Look,
gone
Chris-
Putting
for
brisket in.
Chris has been talking on IG. That's
Yeah,
what
he just moved
just
over
saying.
to YouTube
I'm
so
just
saying.
he could make fun of you.
and
person.
that's what I was
Well, that's
saying is that I was saying Chris needs to be on the show. It's been a while since he's been on the show.
there. Yeah, go.
Come on the show, Chris. Are you a coward?
Bring snacks.
Exactly. Being snacks. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait, but I didn't actually tell you guys what my favorite snack is at the moment that I'm obsessed
What do you
with.
prefer with your sarsaparilla?
With my sarsaparilla. I really am fully invested in the sour gummy worms. That is my thing right now.
Worms.
Sour-
Oh,
Is that what trolleys are?
Yeah, trolley bread crawlers.
Berry Berry is my favorite.
I don't
Then
like berry. I
the-
don't eat them,
The
but
Brights, and then another one, and then the very last one is the freaking tropical fruit. What the hell were they thinking when they came up with that? Because it's bleh.
Wait, you don't like the Sour Patch tropical fruit?
No, the gummy worms, the trolley
Oh.
gummy worms. Yeah,
I think those are good, but I may be wrong.
I
Somebody
don't
fact
like
check me.
them. I'm not a big tropical, but I have like Starburst. I'm not a big tropical. fruit
You
person in
don't
Starburst
like
either.
coconut.
oh no, the tropical
Oh,
food,
yeah.
the tropical punch Starburst is hands down the best Starburst of all time.
Oh, mm-mm. No, it's the pink one.
I would say pink one.
See,
yeah, no.
you're
Tropical-
outruled.
The tropical punch is my all-time favorite.
We don't need to fact
Okay.
check that. It's already decided. The pink one.
The pink one. It's the
The pink one.
Do we have a
Hey.
show
Ladies and
tonight?
gentlemen, this week on deck, we've got the Geek End update.
Time to double down. The Silver Age is here.
Lights, camera, reaction.
sweaty men and a quippy witch. Oh my.
Oh my. Starting rumors.
We got spin-offs, people.
And of course,
Pew, 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 pew.
I mean, are we doing that? Is that
Well,
what
it's
we're-
'cause
We had somebody producing the show.
Damn it.
You know what I'm saying?
I have like 1,000 things I'm doing. By the way,
You're too busy with your Twizzler, red vine hands.
Twizzlers
And hit the
suck.
buttons.
the download.
The download.
Deadpool, aka MCU, Jesus, and other things. When is the Deadpool movie coming out again?
Soon.
Soon.
Shout out
Not
to Thomas
soon
Wong
enough.
in the Instagram chat.
Thomas Wong do we have something that we're giving away?
Yeah.
He just shows up.
We're giving something away because Thomas Wong is in the chat.
He's like, I heard we're giving away
have to
snacks.
tell you, Sandra is my soul sister. She is my sister from a different mister. She has agreed on the spree. She's agreed on the pink starburst.
We actually talked about this at trivia last night. Because one of the questions at trivia was what
Thanks
color.
for the invite.
I've invited you and you refused to come in, and we took pictures. We all wore disconcerting shirts last night.
Oh my goodness.
Thomas Wong said, "Stop it, you guys."
Sorry, Thomas.
No. So one of the questions was the original flavors of Starburst were red, yellow, orange, and what? And of course, we all said pink. So,
yeah.
Chris Neal. So it's we go to physical trivia. We go to actual trivia in Sacramento, and it's myself, Jackie, my wife, Sandra, Jeff, and Tyler. We all go. James, you could come, but your children would not allow you to go to a bar that doesn't allow children.
That is true. So how does that work out? You just leave Tater in the car, like crack the windows while he's sleeping? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we do.
Oh, nice.
Actually, no, Tater is like our music guy because the trivia that we do, it's 10 questions, 10 music, guess the song and artist thing. And it's 2 rounds of that. That's what we do every Monday.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice. And he gets the Taylor Swift one.
Husby's good at that.
Yeah.
That's the music too.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah. The one that we did last night was because there's categories every time we do it. It was name the original song based on the heavy metal cover of a So they would play the metal cover, and then we would have to guess the original song and the artist.
Was one of them Green Sleeves?
That
would be a kick-ass metal song.
Yeah, no. And they were all it was all popular songs. So they had
that was popular in the Tudor period. Don't you even start with me.
Think Pop Goes Punk or Pop Goes Hardcore.
So Taylor Swift and shit.
Yeah, it was shit like that.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, let's jump into this, guys, because we've got some shout outs to do. But first, let me get a shout out.
Shout out to W. W is an emerging. Is it emerged?
It has emerged.
It's like a baby celestial in the ocean. Brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash or tangents. No maltodextrins, sugars, fillers, artificial colors, dyes, and is keto friendly. Dubby contains neurofactor, a nootropic derived from the coffee fruit. Coffee is a fruit?
Coffee has a fruit.
Yeah, that's where you get the beans from, is the fruit.
Yeah.
There's a bean? Okay. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more at w.gg. Use code nerding10 for 10% off. Get that W, y'all. Somebody just got W.
3 essential B vitamins. So
I was going to ask you that.
B4.
So it's B12.
I think B2. It's it's B3, B6.
No, wait. Sandra is fact checking. Don't try to mansplain. She's fact checking.
She just ordered more. So Sandra did buy a bunch of it. It's B3, B6, and B12. I'm looking at it right now. It's right there on the side.
B6, and B12. I've never heard of B3.
B3 is niacin.
Niacin. Okay.
Yeah.
What's B6?
B6 is pyridoxine HCI.
Bingo.
That was the bad guy in Dark Crystal. What?
Yes.
Say the name again?
Pyridoxine.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that the thing that told the unicorns how to get up to Candy Mountain?
Exactly.
Leopleurodon. That's a Leopleurodon. Magical Leopleurodon, Charlie.
We were watching something and the guy's name was Charlie, and I was like, "Come on, Charlie!"
Come on, Chuck.
Now that I
We gotta go
know.
to Candy Mountain. Candy Mountain.
Like a whole fucking generation later. And
I
found
know,
out.
right? So let's jump into the Geek End update, guys. We've got some stuff to talk about.
Distance
Yay.
Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio. Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, Comic Conversation, via comiccon-radio.com. Look for Distance Nerding, including this episode and a new Comic Conversation each week. Right, young Phil?
Yeah.
Each week.
Actually, they'll be coming out. I've been working on them, but like I've got to
How's that
finalize.
gaming? How's that Monday gaming stream going?
Yeah, the Monday gaming stream has been good because we've actually had people.
Maybe we need a Monday Comic Conversation stream. Can you do that?
Why would you stream that if it's recorded?
It's right. Good point. Comic Conversation each week, comiccon-radio.com/podcast. Where's Shadu? Pop it in the chat. Pop it. I'm popping in the chat.
He's at his pop's house. So he can't pop it.
What is Shadu's favorite candy?
Oh goodness. I don't know. He's had several over the years. He really likes chocolate covered almonds. He loves those.
Yes. I love chocolate covered almonds. Oh, you already did it.
He also is a big fan of the red vines as well, but I don't know what his favorite is. I should ask him that. That's a good question. I'll ask him that next time we conversate.
Converse.
Whatever. So,
Hey,
Silver Age Comic Con, guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Silver Age Comic Con 2024. It's the July 13th and 14th in Reno.
Saturday, Sunday, July 13th, 14th in Reno, Nevada.
Sunday.
Featuring Gigi Edgley, Spencer Wildley, Bob Carter, Dale D. Kelly. So when I was looking him up, I did not put in David D. Kelly and went off on a tangent or anything. No, not me. Paul T. Taylor, Christina Kelly. Now, if you want to know what these people have been in, you know what? Google it. Just kidding.
Or
Gigi
go to
Edgley
Silver
is
Age
from
Comic Con. Go to silveragecomiccon.com instead of just random Googling.
You Googled it.
I Googled it, y'all. Well, actually, no. I mean, we haven't even talked about the big people coming. And I'm not saying that they're looking swollen or anything. I'm just saying they're like the big drop. They weren't supposed to be here today from Clerks and the Askew universe. Brian O'Halloran and Marilyn
Gigliotti.
Gigliotti.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And also like tons of vendors, artists, creators. It looks like a fun time. Yeah, definitely go to Silver Age Comic Con. Just put that in Google and it'll take you to their website. And then you can actually see the program, the guests, find out exactly who's going to be there. It looks like a super fun time. I'm just sad that it's in the middle of July in Reno, Nevada, so I can't go.
Yeah, I mean, and what's sad is it's been really hot up here. So
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to look at what the weather's going to be like over the weekend.
Yeah.
You
But
should
it'll
go.
be fun because you can stay out of the heat by
You should
going
go.
to Silver Age Comic Con.
It's actually not going to be that bad.
It's not going to be
cool.
that bad. Just go.
I
You're
lied.
not even
No, I
supposed to
can't
be
go.
here that day.
I lied. I looked at the wrong day. It's going to be in the high 90s.
Oh. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Hey, did you guys hear that Chris Paul's it went to the San Antonio Spurs?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
He had
Just like
media
his 17th
availability
team?
today. Yeah. I don't. You know what? He talks about he's always wanted to play for Pop.
All right. All right,
Anyway,
we'll
I
take
got
that.
us
We'll
off
take that.
topic again. So yeah, so Silver Age Comic Con in Reno, Nevada. You know what's close to that? Las Vegas. And Las Vegas, that's where they do the summer league in basketball. So that's why that's how I got it back into the whole comic book thing. So don't go there. Don't go to Las Vegas. Go to Reno and go to Silver Age Comic Con.
Thomas
Phil
Ross
will
said
be
to stay
there.
inside.
Stay inside. Phil will be there. James will be there. Tater will be there.
The DeLongs are going to be there.
The DeLongs are going to be there.
It'll be good. Kyber Cave will be there. Van will be there.
Yeah, awesome.
It'll
The
be
whole
fun.
gang, except me. I will not be there.
Who else will be there? Floydman will be there.
Floydman will be there.
Luis Rivera, Tubi will be
Mhm.
there. All of our artist friends will be there. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
And guys, keep in mind on both days at noon, there's going to be a Marvel meetup. So if you are a Marvel cosplayer, make your way there and get into that Marvel meetup.
Cool. Marvel meetup. Yes.
And then like 2 weeks after Silver Age, Meadowlark is right around the corner.
Meadowlark
Oh
Lemon.
my gosh.
Meadowlark Comic Con is coming up and fast.
So Silver Age is July 13th and 14th. 13th and 14th. 2 weeks later, Meadowlark Comic Con in Medford, Oregon. Saturday, Sunday, July 27th. So it'll be fun. We got a lot going on. We're gonna be all
And
over the place.
Oregon, not as hot.
Yeah,
It'll be fun. You should come to Oregon.
But I mean, yeah, July 27th, 28th in Medford, Oregon. Andy Merrill's going to be there. Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Stephen Constantino from Star Wars. He played one of the Gamorrean guards.
Cool.
Yeah, Lou Temple from The Walking Dead, Walker, Texas Ranger, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Now, is he from New Walker, Texas Ranger or from Old Walker, Texas Ranger? Maybe that should be a question you should ask him.
No, it was on there. I want to say it's the new one that he's on.
Okay, so he's there with Sam. Okay, cool. All
right. And then Dave Fenoy, who was done a lot of animation and video games, but was in StarCraft 2, Bayonetta, Spider-Man 2. So a lot of fun guests that we have coming up at Meadowlark Comic Con as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm sure after Silver Age we'll be able to really get into the guts of Meadowlark and lick it off our fingers like Alice Rivers did.
I think Dave from Colossus Girls coming on next week.
To
talk about Meadowlark.
Cool. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Gosh, I hope he's gonna be okay because I know Silver Age is a huge thing too, just like Jim State is. So. Hopefully he will have recovered by then.
Hopefully. That's all we can hope for. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it is now time to move into the next segment. Let's get into some lights, camera, reaction.
Quiet.
Quiet. Am I supposed to be quiet right now?
I have not
the next trailer.
Seen this one. I've seen the other two. I saw the Gladiator one twice.
Actually,
you know
before we jump into the trailer, so guys, we're gonna mention some honorable mentions, a couple teasers that came out. So Brad Pitt and Joseph Kaczynski have a racing film called F1. I watched the trailer for that earlier. It's actually pretty interesting.
And that comes
like
out
the Formula One cars.
Yeah. So it is at Formula One cars. The idea behind it is he's like a former F1 racer that comes back into the game. And it's I mean, there's not much to the trailer, but it does look interesting. There's a lot of
would you say it's like Moneyball?
Maybe. I mean, Brad Pitt was in that too, so
yeah, he turns that game around.
F1 comes out June 27th, by the way.
June 27th. Wow, that's like pretty close.
I know on Monday when I was doing the game stream, Se Wong was telling me that he saw, I don't know if he already saw this next one or if he saw the trailer for it, but DC's Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League, a DC anime film is coming out. And I watched the trailer for that, and and it's in Japanese, and it's kind of compelling the way that they have the story. If you like the first one, if you like Bat Ninja, the first movie that came out, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one as well.
Oh yeah. I've never seen it.
No
then-
set date on the Batman one.
No. Okay. And then the last honorable mention coming out on August 8th on Netflix, Umbrella Academy season 4, the final season is coming out.
TUA all day.
Oh man, and I'm excited for it because again, the way they ended last season, it's kind of like, okay, this is gonna go into like kind of like a weird territory, and then the trailer drops and it's like, oh yeah, no, they went for it. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's the last season, and I had read something that they said that it's gonna be unexpected, but it will be satisfying.
Nice.
For
And
the
it's
end.
only going to be 6 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. Okay.
Well, they couldn't do 5 because he's got such an ego.
okay.
Really?
I see what you did
It
there.
took you all that long to understand what it's the Umbrella Academy, everyone.
It took me a second to realize you were talking about number 5, and I was like, oh shit, that's good. It's a good one.
Look, I
God.
don't just do low-hanging fruit. I am clever. I'm a clever girl.
So this new series that we've got, James, do you have a synopsis or a introduction on what this is?
Oh, for Time Bandits? Yeah, it's going to be, 10 episodes long, Apple TV. I mean, it's based on the movie that came out. When was that, the 80s?
I think it was the late 80s, early 90s. The Time Bandits. It's by the guy the Monty Python guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the show has been described as a comedic journey through the time and space with a ragtag group of thieves led by Cujo's character Penelope and their newest recruit, an 11-year-old history nerd named Kevin. Okay.
Kevin. Terry Gilliam's classic
Oh.
1981 film.
This is Terry Gilliam's thing. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, did you think I was talking about Graham?
No, because I wasn't sure.
Because he did a couple.
I remember us talking about Terry Gilliam doing a new show on Apple TV Plus. So this is
Well, he's not doing it. It's his film. Taika Waititi is behind it.
this is Taika. Okay, it's like I'm already excited that it's Monty Python, but then knowing that Taika Waititi and his sensibilities are behind the revival of it, I'm all in before I even watch the trailer. So
yeah,
and
it's Taika and Jermaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're probably gonna get him, and if it's Jermaine as well, we'll probably get him as well. So
Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes, that's gonna be good.
They also did What We Do in the Shadows. Like
Mhm.
they're both behind that too. So.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be something in that vein. This seems like a really good adaptation for them because it's already quirky and it's time travel-y but it's not like Doctor Who time travel-y. It's got that kind of it's right up their alley.
Absolutely. All right,
Let's watch it. Do it.
Let's check out this trailer here.
July 24th, Apple TV.
Oh, look, it's not the Deadpool versus John Wick trailer.
That is not why I wasn't on the show last week. By the way.
You're stuck in the bus, Kevin.
You got to stop
Kevin?
all these Vikings in the ancient
Kevin?
days.
Oh, okay. He's a us nerd.
Well,
Yeah.
Look, he's making a bunch of miniatures.
Yeah.
My wardrobe's moving.
My wardrobe's moving. Is this a lion witch in the wardrobe thing? Oh no.
No, but you no.
Pirates of the Caribbean thing.
What's going on?
Oh, that's Lisa Kudrow. She plays a
So is she gonna sing Smelly Cat?
To travel throughout the universe.
smelly kid. Smelly kid.
I am Penelope, and I am in effect the leader. Fundamentally, though, we are all equal.
Okay. I will go with anything that Lisa Kudrow is in because she has really good comedic timing. So it's like
Yeah.
It's too big for us to steal. Oh,
Ooh, and
I
she can
think
do a
she's
flip.
gonna be fun.
it is too big to steal.
I'm pretty sure that was
Clint Clement, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they stealing Stonehenge?
It
Yeah,
looked like they were.
Yeah. I want 6 seasons and a movie, another movie.
Oh yeah. So
Was that Keenan? Is that Keenan?
is it? I know Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell have been like back on a whole thing, like coming back.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at those orcs.
Oh, that was Jermaine.
Yeah.
Oh, Jermaine,
Oh,
that
that's
guy.
Jermaine.
Yes.
Oh, he's pulling like a Tim Curry in Labyrinth. No, not Labyrinth. Legend kind of vibe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Thomas Wong saying the first Time Bandits was indeed in 1981.
Yes.
I love Time Bandits. That was a fun movie.
It was like I was right there in that sweet spot to really want to be a time bandit.
I love.
I mean, that means I could have been 6 or I could have been 36 people.
I love what they're doing. Where it's like, hey, instead of doing a movie, like a remake of a movie, let's do a TV show where we can just tell all the stories.
Mhm.
That's what I want, and I like it when it's the culty movies, like like they did it with Weird Science. They had their own.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of stuff, where
Right.
they make a movie and it may not do really well. Like Highlander. Highlander's probably one of the most popular. Is like that very first movie, everybody was like, I found this. I watched it on VHS. I watched it on DVD, and so it had a following. Because I never remember it being in a theater. Never. And so, but I loved it. So I think if they do it right, I think it's gonna be good. And I think Taika Waititi, it's like I said, I think it's a good thing for them to adapt, him and Jermaine to adapt.
Mm-hmm. I give this 9 magic wardrobes out of 10 Jermaine Clement devil looking dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freddie, what is your rating?
My rating is 9. Is this the Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobes? Out of, do you think there's gonna be a crossover with what we do in the shadows?
There might be a reference to it. Knowing them, there's probably going to be a reference to it.
Or 10, our flag means death. Could we see one of those people?
Especially with all the pirates that you see in this, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute. Next to vampires, let's put pirates in here. Bryce Darby could get a little bit extra. Something.
Say
yeah,
what?
no, it was meant to be. Thank you, Saywan. I was
Please, sir, may I have another?
I was doing Leslie Knope, trying to do a British accent.
You sound like the person holding the lamp.
All right, young Phil, what do you think?
I am going to give this.
It doesn't matter what you think.
I don't care.
I'm going to give this. 9 animated conversations with God out of 10 children dressed as Arthur. Or kids named Kevin dressed as Arthur.
Yeah, true.
King of the Britons. Okay.
You know what might actually be really funny?
Mm-hmm.
If they actually did Baron Munchausen, if they did a crossover with Baron Munchausen, because that's also Terry Gilliam.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be funny if they just went ahead and did that. And then Yellowbeard. Wait a minute. Now I'm just going down a rabbit hole. Let's move on.
Did you guys notice that Kevin's costume is very much King Arthur from the Holy Grail from Monty Python?
Oh yeah, from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that, or I didn't notice it. I knew it looked familiar, but I didn't know it was that one. I love that movie though. I love that. I think I like Life of Brian better though.
Baron Munchausen reference for the win.
Nice. All right, let's get to the next one. I want to talk about the next one.
I definitely do too. I'm excited for this one. So let's bring this up.
I've got a theory about this.
So
Go ahead.
Jen has had theories about this entire show for a long time. Mainly because they changed the name 1,000 times, and then me and her started speculating on why they changed the name 1,000 times. Because I honestly think that each episode is going to be named the names of the episode, the things that they did. So
Yeah.
I don't think they lied.
And I do think like this trailer confirms a couple of those. I think we're like right there. We're in the sweet spot. I think we're gonna get it.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for this. Let's jump into this trailer.
And you know, I have to say that I do kind of have a crush on her, just a little bit.
I love.
Who doesn't?
I know, seriously.
Right?
Since Step Brothers.
Oh gosh, well before that, I've liked her for a long time.
Like it's just the amount of range that she has, because she can go from like, you know, very serious to very funny.
Right? Yeah, and she knows when to ham it up.
She's
to
like
make
John
the
C. Reilly.
serious funny.
She has
But
the same kind of range that John C. Reilly has, where he can be
Yeah.
really funny and then he can be really serious.
Wanda.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is.
And there is my lifetime crush right there.
There you go.
Yes.
You know they're probably gonna kiss in this. You do understand that, right?
I will be down for that. She
Look at that. That's great.
I know. I love the black and white in the color.
Yeah.
I miss the glory days.
What that doesn't surprise me about this trailer, but like kind of like seeing how far Disney's gone from like we have to do everything family friendly to where they're at now with this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This
I
is
mean, yeah, they
really
never
disturbing.
would have done something like that.
Yeah, this is very disturbing. Like a lot of the things that they show, kind of like even the CSI-ness of like the beginning of that was very kind of like, you know, like in that right there. Like there's a lot of unsettling imagery in this, and
Oh, yeah.
I love that they're going that route.
Yeah, my theory is on this. Hold on. It just looks so freaking awesome. I gotta wait. Like I gotta wait. Hold on.
Darkness's coven. Not looking for right-minded witches as it happens.
Not looking for right-minded witches. That's gonna be my new mantra. Not looking for right-minded witches.
The classic witch laugh in that scene.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You okay?
Oh yeah. You okay? Okay. And then the only male witch who goes to. That's awesome. So my theory on this. Do you guys want to hear my theory?
Yeah,
on
I
this?
do actually. I
Okay.
absolutely want to hear your theory on this.
So I have a theory that when Wanda stopped feeding that hex that she created for Agatha twisted it herself. And it became, instead of sitcoms, it became procedural dramas. So Agnes of Westview is like a British procedural drama about a female detective. And then and that's going to be the first episode. And then her and Aubrey Plaza's character Rio, that's when she's going to wake up from that. And then we'll get the witch road and all that, and the not looking for right-minded witches. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But I think that got like warped, or Rio warped it. One of the two. I think that's what it is. They're still sticking with the TV show themes. And we'll probably see some of that even once she realizes she's not Agnes anymore, that she's actually Agatha. And yeah, because she's gonna have to get her magic back. I mean, there's some other gems in there where you see all the purple coming towards her and she cuts it off, meaning that she's not trying to drain whoever's helping her until they're completely dead. like
Yeah.
she did with the previous one. If you guys have seen WandaVision, if you haven't, go watch it and then come back and listen to the rest of this.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm very excited for this. It's I kind of already knew it was gonna be good for what it was, but like the fact that they're putting it out on like during Halloween, and you see kind of like that disturbing imagery that's coming in
Yeah.
the trailer, like it's very much a Halloween thing because they probably knew they hit it off with Werewolf by Night, and we're
do
like,
you think we're gonna get to see Ted again?
ooh, maybe
I
it's
really
been a
want a
while.
Seaman thing. It would be so great. Like even if he just comes in and
Yeah.
gives her a cup of tea.
Because I'm just trying to think like the way they would do that cameo, it would have to be something like kind of left field, kind of the way you're saying it right
Mhm.
now, like like
Or like a picture on a wall in someone's house of like him just drinking tea or some like normal thing that you would normally have, like him in a full suit of armor or something, but it's Man-Thing.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they would have to do it where it's like a very unsettling cameo. So like they're having a conversation amongst the witches, and he just walks in and gives them a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And she goes,
And
"Thank
they
you,"
say something like,
walks out.
"Is that your new man?" And she's like, "Oh, darling, no." And then moves on. There you go. Scene written. Hope it happens. If it didn't, Feige, you're on the list.
You just made the list. Okay. So
Like Kevin Feige's like,
ratings.
oh, I'm on
Ratings
Gray Girl's
here.
list.
Jahmez, what is your rating, sir?
10 out of 10. I'm super excited for this. I love that they're leaning into the horror-ish aspect or just scariness that it could be, and they're saying, all right, this isn't for kids. WandaVision wasn't for kids. This isn't going to be for kids. Let's tell a fun story. I dig that. I love Aubrey Plaza. I think it's going to be a fun story. It makes me wonder what else they're going to do with Agatha down the line. Like, I wonder if she's going to end up being part of, say, I don't know, Secret Wars or something like that. And they're going to write her into stuff like that. But
wouldn't it be great if she was in Fantastic Four as the nanny?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be fun.
I would say Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Aaron Watson's in the chat. He said, "See, nasty, good to see you, sir." And I know he's talking about Chris.
There you go. Little chitty
How do you
chat.
know that's not my name? I can be nasty. Oh, no,
because I know 100% he's talking about Chris Neal.
I want to say 10 broken hexes out of 10 black and white Agathas or Agnes's. Was she Agnes then?
Yeah, that's her Agnes outfit. Yeah.
There you go. Frey, what do you think?
Well, my pretties,
like,
let me tell
6.
you.
Yeah, give it a 6.
I'm going to give it 10 hex-shaped doors out of 10 not looking for right-minded witches.
Yeah.
I like it.
I dig that. I'm also going for, let's go with 10 police procedurals that I didn't know I needed out of 10. Yes, Aubrey Plaza is my hall pass.
Okay, we get it.
I'm gonna like put that down so the next time we have like a story about Agatha all along, I can say it can be our synopsis, and I can put Phil's hall pass opposite. Aubrey Plaza, come on the show.
Oh God, she already gives awkward interviews. That would be the most awkward conversation.
I think it would be amazing, and I think that she and I would be best friends by the end of it. Yeah.
She would like be trying to out awkward everybody on the show. So, Sandra said, "Write it down, Frey."
I know.
My alternate to that would have been for all the wrestling fans out there, appearances from Sister Abigail at the end of that trailer.
Yes. Did you, Jennifer, like the boo of Doctor Strange? Jennifer, what's her last name? Jennifer. What's her last name? Somebody tell me. Doctor Strange's like.
Dormammu's daughter. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Jennifer, whoever. I just can't remember her last name. I think the only reason why I remember her is because her name's Jennifer. It's like, honestly.
Was that our last trailer?
Seems like she.
No, we have one more.
All right.
No, we got the Sweaty Bloody Men. I mean, Gladiator 2.
Let's go, because I need to be entertained.
Are you not entertained? Okay, so
I'm already entertained.
yeah, she's just looking at the picture of the strong, sweaty, bloody men, and
Well, I just feel like I might be developing some sort of crush on Paul Mescal, and to see him and Pedro Pascal. Should I do that again?
my Latino brothers out here playing Romans. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's check out this trailer because I am also excited for this. And after seeing
This is such a good trailer. Joseph Quinn's in this too.
I know.
Oh yeah,
because again, like the time that Gladiator 1 takes place and the time that this is supposed to take place in is like 1,000 years in real life. Right?
Wow.
But
yeah.
the way that they're doing the movie is it's like obviously it's like 20 years because you know it's supposed to be Connie Nielsen's son as an adult.
Yeah.
Right. So like
Oliver Reed is who you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes, is the slave owner. Right.
Yeah. He played well, it doesn't say what he played, but he was in Gladiator.
Right. But it's like, you know, that's the whole big thing with this is historically it doesn't line up, but it's also a work of fiction in general. So and they don't stray away from like, you know, this is not something that happened, but it takes place in that
time frame. It's a story that could have happened in this time frame.
Right, because Marcus Aurelius and Commodus, you know, yes, Marcus Aurelius was really Commodus's father, but like Commodus was known as one of the better Roman emperors.
And then Joaquin Phoenix played him, and none of us wanted to have anything to do with it.
But like they made him, you know, they made him the villain in the movie, but in real life, you know, he was one of the Roman emperors that was beloved. The time
to the trailer,
being beloved and being a Roman emperor. I'm sorry, but no.
Back to the trailer, not a history lesson. Just enjoy it.
Okay, no, so he's saying Aaron Watson in the chat right now. He's saying that the main character we're seeing right now isn't Lucius. That the crazy looking emperor is supposed to be Lucius.
Yeah, that's Joseph Quinn.
Okay, so Joseph Quinn is
there, and then there's another guy, and they're supposed to look a lot alike.
Joseph Quinn is playing Emperor Gato.
Yes.
Okay. No, well, that's what I'm saying. So that's not Lucius then, because Lucius is supposed to be Commodus's nephew, the kid that
he's the main character, the one that's fighting in the Colosseum.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Watson in the chat is saying that the weird-looking emperor was Joseph Quinn's character was supposed to be Lucius, but it's not. So
no, it's the main dude. So what happens? His mom sends him away to like I don't know where, somewhere in Africa.
That's what I thought like happened.
South, yeah, it's Africa. Yeah, yeah.
And then he kind of like forgets everything about being in Rome, but then Rome invades where he lives, and I think he loses his wife and his kid.
And he becomes enslaved. Yeah.
And he gets enslaved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which that makes sense because that's why he would become a gladiator.
Man, it would have been really great if somebody had said that at the beginning when we first started watching it.
Well, we're also not actually listening to the trailer, and you've seen it 2 times, and this is my first time watching it, so I got to go back and watch it just to go like look at the rest of that stuff. But ratings wise,
a failure by you does not constitute more work for me.
And don't point fingers at me. I'm eating Bunch of Crunch.
I do not watch major trailers until the show, so I can give a genuine reaction. So you saw me get excited. So I mean, we got what I wanted out of this. I gave a genuine reaction. So Jahmez,
Sandra, fact check everything young Phil said.
No one's asking me to fact check. Well, that's what I'm saying is like all the stuff that's going on in the movie is if you go fact check it, it's none of it is going to line up with what actually happens.
Sandra, the rule is whenever young Phil opens his mouth, just start fact checking. Okay,
God,
that's what you need to
Jahmez, what is your rating, sir?
do. 10 out of 10. Oh, I'm so excited for this. 10 coliseums filled with water, because that's amazing. Out of 10 Maximus armors, because that's also dope. I didn't catch that when I first watched
armor
it.
again. Yeah, that made me fanboy pretty hard to see Maximus's armor.
Frey, what do you got? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna give this 9. Why do they have shirts on all the time? Out of 10. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Aaron Watson gives this 10 Elysiums out of 10. I am entertained.
I bet Pedro Pascal is like, I'm in armor, like the Mandalorian armor a lot, and I don't have to work out. I don't have to work out, It's Brandon Wayne doing it. So is there a way you can just like mold some abs on me instead of me actually having to take my shirt off?
Take it off. I mean, what?
Sandra said they're probably gonna have a shirtless scene for it.
Not for Pedro, but I expect Paul Mescal will probably have a lot of shirtless scenes.
I mean, I don't feel like it'd be that hard for Pedro to get in enough shape to have a shirtless scene in the movie.
Yeah, that's true. He's done that. Like all of Game of Thrones. I mean, half the time his shirt was open to his navel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was pretty built in Game of Thrones.
Not that I remember every single scene that he has been in and watched them over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give this 10 rhinos covered in blood.
That was so freaking awesome though.
Yeah, out of 10. I know you said this already, but I gotta say it again because it's just that much more awesome. 10 Maximus's armor reveals all over again.
I was like, oh, you're gonna say something I said?
No, what James said. Chris Neal gives it 8.5 young Russell Crowes out of 10 slave gladiators.
So Oliver Reed played Proximo. That was his name. That was his character name in it. But he was the guy that bought Russell Crowe's character.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of was Proximo. So
and my dog's name is Proxima, but not for that reason.
Oh, I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Lights Camera Reaction. It is time to jump into the next segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next segment.
Welcome it.
Welcome
it, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome
Rumors.
to the next segment.
Love you
Welcome.
and want you to be a good
Welcome.
segment. Did we stretch it enough for you?
I don't know where to get it.
So what's fun is I wasn't actually trying to stretch. I was trying to come up with a good transition. And then you guys started stretching it. And I was like, okay. I'll go with it.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rumor time. Toss a coin to your spin-offs. Rumors have
they could do that as a metal song too.
Oh my god.
Rumors have oh my god. Say what you want, young Phil. Say it.
Okay. No, I'll say what I want.
Move along.
Rumors have circulated that Netflix has been working on another The Witcher spinoff, referred to The Rats. The latest report on the spinoff for Witcher alleges 2 important details: that it's gotten an actual game now, and that it may end up being a special standalone-ish episode in The Witcher Season 4. The project will aptly be called The Rats, A Witcher's Tale. Hmm? I don't remember The Rats, but I know it was a thing. So tacos on the table. Will we toss a coin to the Rats spinoff? Has it been too long?
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do that.
I think they'll do it.
It just
I
because
totally
I
agree.
know that they're not doing well with The Witcher altogether. With everything
Liam.
that's going on, and I know that they're saying that they want to basically cancel the show at this point. So I
No,
mean,
they did. It's
yeah.
already done.
So like with that being said, they probably want to do spin-offs to see if they can still capitalize on the franchise without doing the mainline Witcher.
Yeah. See, Netflix thought Witcher was going to be its Game of Thrones, and then it didn't. And so now they have to think of something else that they could do that will get them that Game of Thrones money.
Everybody wants a Game of Thrones, and the issue is that the problem with trying to make a Game of Thrones is you're not going to make a Game of Thrones.
Because Game of Thrones wasn't Game of Thrones until it was Game of Thrones.
Right. Because the whole thing is they didn't force Game of Thrones to be a thing, but everybody is trying to force their shows.
Unless you're Game of Thrones and you're on Max, and then Max makes another Game of Thrones, which is as good or better than actual Game of Thrones.
Shout out to
Yeah.
the Dragon.
Yeah. Hot D has been, it's been Hot D.
Mm-hmm.
There has been D action. It has been fantastic.
Absolutely.
Get your mind out of the gutter, people. It's dragons. That's what I was talking about.
So again, James, you said the tacos on the table. Are we getting a rat spinoff?
I think so. They've invested enough.
I'm going to say is Siri going to be in this? Please don't say that she is. Wait, it's a prequel? Okay. My non-Siri tacos are on the table.
That's the problem with The Witcher. There's not enough groups of characters that you care about. All you care about is The Witcher. Everybody else is just kind of,
I mean, you do. I don't know that I do.
Yeah, enough to make another show?
I mean, you can do an
Team Yennefer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can do an entire show about Yennefer.
Yeah, you can.
That's it.
About like Yennefer of Benderberg, but I mean at the same time, just about the sorcerers in general. There's a lot of lore.
You can do an entire show about Yennefer's hump in her back that she got rid of. You know what I mean?
That was such a cool scene.
Hot.
I like it.
The actress they got to play Yennefer is pretty. You know what's funny is they were like, we're trying to find an actress that's intentionally not hot, and it's like, but you chose someone who's hot, so
that glow up, man. That glow up.
like,
all of a sudden, young Phil's got this hump fetish. You know what I mean?
Like that. Like I think there was like some inherent like under racism in that because they were like, we're gonna pick an Indian actress and she's not hot, and it's like, no, she's hot. She's super hot.
She may not be hot to you, but she's hot.
She's like,
and then we find out that Phil has a Quasimodo kink, which we don't kink shame here, but it's nice to know. Just the OnlyFans people will probably have some Quasimodo stuff on there soon.
Oh God, Aaron Watson just brought an old joke back. It's a new Witcher that recaps The Witcher while recapping The Witcher.
Mm-hmm,
there we go.
We haven't done a recap joke in a long time.
2 other Witchers.
You know what else we don't do? We don't talk about Deadpool very often.
Ever.
Oh God.
Ever. We never talk about Deadpool. Oh, look, it's a Deadpool rumor. Another report has surfaced regarding another Avenger character that might end up appearing in Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine. Several online scoopers have been dropping hints on social media over the weekend regarding this character, and that character is the Hulk.
I thought we already heard this.
No, we haven't. Not this one. We talked about other characters that are rumored to be in it. So
no Hulk, She-Hulk.
I think we did talk about She-Hulk, but like they're talking about like Banner's going to be in this. So tacos on the table. Will Wade end up under Banner's foot again?
I say yes. Tacos are on the table for this one.
Pull the lever, Igor.
If they can find a way to connect it to the main MCU that we know and love, and like especially an original, not an original. Yeah, I guess an original Avenger, and bringing Banner into this, definitely.
I mean, Banner was an original Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they can bring somebody back, like if they can't get, Iron Man or Captain America, but if they can get Incredible Hulk, done.
Oh, Chris Evans is gonna cameo.
Yeah,
They already
Chris
talked about
Evans is
that.
Chris Evans is friends with Ryan Reynolds. We know if he's not
Yeah.
going to be Captain America specifically, then he's going to be he's going to be Johnny.
Human Torch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my tacos are on the table for this, but I don't want it to be Deadpool under his foot. I want to see Hulk 183. I want to see Wolvie fight Hulk. I want to see the cover of the frickin' comic book, people.
And that's one of the rumors that they were saying, that if Hulk does appear in the movie, that we're gonna get that classic Hulk versus Wolverine. Which, I mean, that just means that there's multiple scenes of like classic Wolverine scenes that we've been wanting for years. Like, we're getting that Wolverine versus Sabretooth. We know that, we've seen the trailer. But like Wolverine versus the Hulk is a big deal, because for those of you who aren't in the know, I know Frey knows this, and I'm pretty sure Jahmez knows this, but the first appearance of Wolverine was in the Hulk.
Yeah, he was a bad guy. Or, well, Hulk thought he was a bad guy. He was part of Alpha Force, or Alpha Flight. Why did I say Alpha Force? What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, no, but I want Alpha Flight in it. Screw the rest of it.
I would love to see Alpha Flight, just because Deadpool was also a member of Alpha Flight at one point too. So it's like, I would love to see Alpha
Ryan
Flight.
Reynolds is famously Canadian.
Yeah.
And Wolverine is also famously Canadian.
Well, Deadpool technically is famously Canadian too. So I mean, like,
yeah. Well, but not in his movies. In his movies, we don't know, but they were in New York, I think, for the whole time.
No, in the movie, he literally makes a scene, a reference to it. He says,
"Does he?" Okay.
Yeah, he says Wade W. Wilson from Regina, Saskatchewan.
Oh, that's right. But that's where
that's where Ryan Reynolds is
Ryan
from.
is from. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they made a joke, and then another. I think in the second movie, when something happened. No, it wasn't the first movie. When he gets his hand cut off, he goes, "Oh, Canada."
Yeah, he does do that. But I just thought that was just like something that Ryan was like, "Oh, I got to make some sort of Canadian joke."
Yeah.
Yeah, get Sasquatch in there. You got that right, Jeff.
That'd be great. So yeah, again, tacos on the table. I think we've all said.
I said tacos, but I wanted
my tacos are on the table.
We had tacos. Yes.
Yeah, I say I think it makes sense to have the Hulk in this. Plus, Ryan Reynolds is going to pull out all the stops. So
yeah, and then he's got to reintroduce Wanda as the Scarlet Witch. I mean, there's just so much he has to do in this movie. It's just jam-packed.
Ryan is such a nerd that he's going to do all these different like references now that he can do them. And I think that's why Feige likes it so much, because Feige is also a massive like nerd. So it's like,
nerds are going to nerd. And you know what the best thing is about that? Oh, look, a brave new nerd. I mean, rumor.
Good transition.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are the queen.
All right. Giancarlo Esposito is best known for his roles in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Mandalorian, and The Boys. If you guys haven't seen him in The Boys this season, you need to watch it.
Chilling. He is chilling.
It is so good. That episode, I will never count sheep again. All right. It was announced that he was joining the MCU and Captain America Brave New World. Is it still called Brave New World? Have we gotten an update on that yet? Okay.
Yeah.
His role has been kept under wraps. So now we have that the rumor is that he'll be playing George Washington Bridge. In the comics, G.W. Bridge started out as a member of the mercenary group known as the Wild Pack, later the Six Pack, which was led by Cable. Yeah. So, I mean, and wasn't Liefeld a part of that too? Was it Liefeld or Fabian that did Wild Pack?
I think that's a Liefeld thing. So I know Liefeld still talks about Wild Pack.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if he did or not. And when it said Cable, I wasn't sure. Okay. He'd later become a high-ranking member of S.H.I.E.L.D. as acting liaison on Mutant Affairs. Let me read that again. He'd later become a high-ranking member of S.H.I.E.L.D. as acting liaison on Mutant Affairs.
No, I was just as you went to repeat it, I was saying that makes a whole shit ton of sense, because especially with Giancarlo Esposito saying that he's gonna get his own like kind of thing, and he's gonna be kind of heavily involved. That is a very good way to transition mutants in, and like the existence of mutants is by having someone like GW.
Bridge.
Well, I was gonna say have somebody like GW kind of be that liaison and be that kind of member of Shield. That's like, well, no, they've always existed.
So tacos on the table. Now the original one was from Magneto Xavier to GW Bridge. This is how we get Giancarlo in the MCU. But no. We're gonna scratch that. Tacos on the table is Giancarlo Esposito, our liaison to finally get the frickin' mutants.
Yeah, I think he is.
My tacos are on the table for that.
Ooh, like a whole show about him hunting mutants.
I think it's just him behind a desk and he's on the phone and he's like, but he's not, he has the wireless because let's face it, GW's not going to hold the headset. And he's going to be like, hey, go for GW. All right. So we got some mutants that we need to take care of. Who you got? Xavier? Hit me up. Okay.
I can imagine him just being like, and you're a mutant.
I gotta put you on hold. Luscious Locks Lynchers on the other line. Hold on.
Luscious Locks Lyncher.
Hey, LL. What you got going? Oh, okay. You got some Rogue action. All right. Can you send Rogue to New York? There's a new mutant there. No, not that team. It's a new mutant that we need to get. She'll meet up with Miss Marvel. It'll be fine. Okay, bye. Hey, Proppy, you still there? Okay. Well, who you got? No, do not send Cyclops. No, she's a redhead. No, he'll fall in love with her.
That's good. The Long Family Cosplay said, but how do we get Mel Brooks in the MCU? And I said, he's going to play Stan Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Mel Brooks playing
He's got to play his
so much
2,000-year-old man.
So yeah, no, I think it's happening. Jahmez, do you think this is do you think it's happening here?
Tacos are on the table.
I think we've broken Jahmez. He's not used to both of us.
I'm fielding questions about my Sun Chips, about my Bunch of Crunch that's sitting here tempting everybody. You guys need
Sun Chips are good. I love Sun
The
Chips.
kids are asking him, Dad, can I have some Sun Chips?
Yeah.
Dad, can I have your Bunch of Crunch?
I'm losing my Bunch of Crunch as we speak. I gotta handle this.
Oh yeah, go handle it, man. Well, I sense that Jahmez's noir sense is tingling. That's why he's leaving. A reporter surfaced claiming that Brendan Gleeson, I guess you can say it's from Banshees of Inisherin, but I mean, he's been in all kinds of stuff. And
yeah, the dude's been in a lot.
Yeah. Wasn't he in Game?
No, he wasn't in Game of Thrones.
Was he not? Well, I mean, Brendan Gleeson's been in like everything though. So
did he play Mad Eye Moody?
That's where I know him from. He's Mad Eye Moody. That's right.
Yeah.
He's Mad Eye Moody. So Brendan Gleeson has joined Nicolas Cage and Sony Pictures live-action Spider-Man Noir series. Gleeson will be taking on the role of a villain in the story. The series will follow an aging and down on his luck private investigator in the 1930s New York scene who was forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. Spider-Man Noir has faced off against multiple noir-style versions of every classic Spider-Man villain. So, tacos on the table. What Spider-Man villain would you like to see Gleeson play? I, for one, say I'd love to see him play a 1930s version of Doc Ock.
I was gonna say Doc Ock. So rude.
Yeah.
So you have Doc Ock tacos on your table?
Yeah, I have metal calamari.
Ceviche tacos.
Yeah, ceviche tacos.
Ceviche. All right. What about
Camarones. He stole mine because that's rude.
You can. I mean, you can have the same one.
No, I can't. I'm gonna have some Rhino tacos. I say he's gonna play Rhino. Ooh.
The Long Family Cosplay said Rhino.
Damn it! What is? I didn't say it fast enough. All right, Frey. What do you think?
Those are going to be some tough skin tacos. I'm gonna go with. No, I can't say that because everybody will get really upset. Okay.
Yeah. That's rude. Don't say that.
It's the internet. No one cares.
I was gonna say he's gonna play Uncle Ben.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's so
As a
rude.
villain.
How dare you?
The villain is Uncle Ben.
And he's just gonna throw rice in your eye.
Pocket rice.
Pocket rice. So I actually, I was thinking about it. As far as like I didn't know anything about this until like 5 minutes ago. So I think Brendan Gleeson is gonna play Sandman. So I'm gonna have sandy beigey tacos on my table and not eat them at all because they sound disgusting. But I think Sandman.
That'd be interesting.
Okay. All right.
Unless
Sounds
it's really
good.
Uncle
Sounds good.
Ben, and then you heard it here first. You know who doesn't have an Uncle Ben? Jason Momoa. I don't know. He might have an Uncle Ben. I
That's
shouldn't say
true.
that because I
Also,
really don't know about that.
The Long Family Cosplay just threw another one out there. It said Brendan Gleeson is playing Aunt May.
Aunt May, you know it. Aunt May's new boyfriend.
Mary Jane
Okay.
Watson.
He's playing Mary Jane Watson. All right, go ahead. Sorry, Fred.
As a tiger. All right. My man. But
My
he's
man.
now Lobo.
Yes.
DC Studios is currently developing the film Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
The Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, it totally sounds like that. And a new report from Scooper Daniel Rickman claims that the production team is looking to bring on Jason, my man, Momoa. The role he would be playing wasn't mentioned, but it sounds a lot like Lobo. You guys do know Lobo is one of her villains, right?
Yes, and that's what makes me excited about this.
Yeah, so it's like this is like really it's so close. If this is true, we may see Lobo and Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, but as of right now, nothing is confirmed. I have an opsis.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor-opsis, what exactly are we starting synopsis?
Rumor-opsis, what exactly are we starting synopsis? Synopsis.
The movie is based on Tom King's wonderful comic book series and is a very different type of Supergirl. Kara Zor-El has seen some epic adventures over the years, but now she finds her life without meaning or purpose. Here she is, a young woman who saw her planet destroyed and was sent to Earth to protect a baby cousin who ended up not needing her. What was it all for? People only see her through the lens of Superman's fame. She was supposed to be the caregiver, and she didn't get that chance. Just when Supergirl thinks she's had enough, everything changes. An alien girl seeks her out for a vicious mission. Her world has been destroyed, and the bad guys responsible are still out there. And if Supergirl doesn't help her, the alien girl will do it herself, whatever the cost. Now, a Kryptonian, a dog, and an angry, heartbroken child head out into space on a journey that will shake them to their very core. Woman of Tomorrow will be the second DCU movie to be released in theaters after Gunn's Superman. Warner Brothers recently announced it will be released on June 26, 2026. Talk was on the table. Will Jason trade in his seahorse for a space hog?
That's good.
100%. But I think the question really is, who do we think the alien girl is?
I know who the alien girl is. Like they say who she's supposed to be like 13 to 16. Her name's like Rhea. But she's actually on an alien planet. It's like she's a brand new character for that particular story. Like, cause I read it. I read it last year sometime, and it's really good. I don't remember Lobo being in it, but they could really bring him in there because it is all cosmic.
That's the thing is that I don't know if they're following the story 100%, and that's why I'm saying are they going with the character from the book, or is it going to be them shoehorning in another character?
If they change her, then she's the crux of the story. So they couldn't.
So was Spider-Man in Civil War, and he was in Civil War and wasn't. what he
Yeah,
was in the comic.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is them starting all of it. And if they're saying they're basing it on Woman of Tomorrow, it's more about Kara refinding her purpose
Right.
and who she really is. And this girl really helps her. So yeah, I don't know if they'll have the horse in it. The super horse is in it as well, and he winds up dying.
Maybe it's a
And
space seahorse. No.
no, it's not.
A
No,
space
he winds up dying. The horse does. What is the horse's name? Comet. And and yeah, but and I totally forgot about this. The horse was a man and he was cursed, and that's how he became the super horse was Comet. So when he dies, he transforms back into the man. This isn't a comic, obviously. I'm just saying that I don't know if they'll follow that part of it, but like there's a whole lot of crap that goes on, and Kara's just there to get drunk.
Yeah,
because it's her 21st birthday.
That's the big
So I
thing
mean,
to remember about that book. She gets wasted.
She goes to like a red sun solar system or something.
So she can have, so she can actually get drunk on her
So,
21st
but you don't
birthday.
comment the Full House dog?
Yeah.
Matt Aguilar in the chat saying, I love Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Also will watch Momo in pretty much anything.
Yeah. I you know what? I feel like he deserves a chance to be Lobo, because I think he would be so good as Lobo. So yeah, my talk is around the
Lobo.
table.
Dude, look at this picture of him as Aquaman, and he already looks like Lobo. Look at it.
That's true.
I
so
want to
true.
say, I want to hear him say "bite me, fanboy," once at least.
Yeah, tacos on the table. I could see them introducing Lobo in like this, whether it's a big character or a big part in the movie or not.
I'm wondering if he's going to be Lobo, if it's going to be one of those like post-credit scenes or like some sort of like cameo in a bar or something like that. And so that they're introducing him, because they wanted they're looking for the alien girl to cast, and they're also still trying to cast the villain. Kremlik, something like that. Anyway,
here's my other taco. Here's my other taco on the table. Do you think, like tacos on the table, do you guys think that they let him cuss, or are they going to do the fake cussing from the comics that made Lobo famous and have him say frag after every word?
I think they should. I think it should be frag. I think they should let him use the word once, and I think it'll be if they get closer to Earth or like that kind of thing. Like I think when he gets to Earth, he might be able to say it once, because I mean James Gunn he's not big on that, but I do know the studio will probably be like, you can't have characters saying that.
But remember the end of Peacemaker, Momoa was there.
Yeah.
And didn't he curse?
Yeah,
he cursed at Barry.
He literally says, fuck you, Barry.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're going to go.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
Spoiler alert. They're going to go full Lobo.
Really?
Sorry about that.
But you do fuck fish. Fuck you, Barry.
That's the entire plot of Peacemaker. Sorry.
Yeah,
ruined.
it's literally him going, but you do fuck fish.
Yeah.
So that was my impression of James being upset about somebody ruining something that has been out, and if I were a good nerd, I would have already seen.
That is something that Jahmez has done.
I like that. That was pretty good.
Okay, so did we all put our tacos on the table or off the table on this?
Yes.
All right. Well, guys, that is it for rumors.
I mean, we tried to make it to 2 hours with those
news.
rumors.
Come on, news.
Yeah, I know. So let's jump into this, guys. It is now time to get into the download.
Don't forget, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook, because Facebook is still a thing. Everybody, go on your Facebook.
Is still a thing?
It's still a thing. But this is how we start the news. Time to pause the keepy uppy game. Oh my goodness. The Bluey mini episodes have officially arrived on Disney Plus. Yes, I have watched them all 3 times. The next season of Bluey is still to be announced, but Ludo Studios is helping hold fans of the series over with a spin-off of shorts known as Bluey mini episodes. They are set to be 21 of these 3-minute shorts released over the next year. The first 7 made their way onto Disney Channel and Disney Plus. So excited. So good. So now that you know that, you can unpause the Keepy Uppy game and go watch some Bluey mini episodes, everybody.
DeLong Family
can't-
Cosplay says they've watched them twice.
I can't
So good.
wait for the grannies.
Burger Dog.
Yeah.
Burger Dog. It's good.
So I
Sandra
heard
Betty said she
something
slipped on her
about
beans.
Bluey that the reason that the colors are what they are is so that dogs can see. Dogs can
Oh.
actually watch too. So you can actually watch with your furry friends.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. So there you go. Little tidbit.
Matt said that I slipped on my beans is one of his favorite lines.
I like that. I like when he says cheese and crackers. I love that. And then when Chili's like, I've got to take a walk alone. It's like, Mom needs some alone time, everyone. Do not go after her.
Yeah, totally good.
And then Bluey still goes after her.
Yeah. Well, that's just in one. But like there are others where it's like, well, Mom's on her walk. We're just gonna let her have some alone time. So
That's what made me respect this show, was like the way that the parents, kind of like they're so relatable. I think that's what I said when I first said that I finally watched an episode of Bluey, and I was like, they're really relatable, and I understand why you guys like it so much now, because it's like, they're both the parents are very relatable, and the kids ask some of the most awkward questions, and they're just like, yep, nope, not talking about that.
they're like, oh gosh, look over there, or whatever. Yeah, it's really funny. But so Husby was watching one with me because I watch them as a palate cleanser for stuff that's either really emotional or
like an episode of The Boys, and then
Oh, I watch Bluey after The Boys more than I think any other show, because I'm like, I need some hope in my life right now. But so like I'll watch this. So we had watched, I think it was The Boys. It may have been The Boys, or it may have been House of the Dragon. Anyway, and he was in there with me, and he was trying not to watch it, and then he started watching one. And I mean, they're what, like 12 minutes, I think.
Not even that. They're like 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 or 9 minutes. Yeah. So, and he was, and at the end, I was like, oh, so you like that little Bluey episode? And he was like, that dad is so awesome and so real. So I was like, yes, both parents are.
It's so good.
Again, my favorite thing so far, and I've only seen like 3 or 4 episodes, but I mean, like, my favorite thing so far is one of the episodes that I watched was them at the grocery store, and Bluey is playing the parent.
Yeah.
And the whole episode, the whole thing is about like, not making favorites and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
my favorite moment in that whole thing is
that you're not supposed to have favorites.
Well, no, not that, but I mean, like, the dad sitting on the toilet paper, right? And the guy in the grocery store is like pricing everything, and walks by, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I don't want to explain it to you, mate. It's just it's too hard to explain." And he like walks away. I was just like that's such a dad thing, where it's like, dude, I'm playing with my kids. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. And Bandit is so good. He's like always playing with them and doing things. And some of them are like really, they tug on your heartstrings too. It's not just like funny, fun things. But I mean, the grannies, I love the grannies.
Matt in the chat saying, did you see that X-Men Bluey crossover art? Muffin as Wolverine is perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
Muffin's so good.
I'm gonna have to look that up now. Let's move on to the next story, as much as I want to stay on Bluey.
Some wicked streaming news, huh? Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's next film project, R.I.P., is headed to Netflix. The streaming service acquired the rights to the crime thriller, which is being directed by Joe
Carnahan.
Why did I look at that? I couldn't decipher it. Carnahan. Carnahan
It
has
has
made
an
some of
H
the.
in a weird place.
Thank you. Carnahan has made some of the fun flicks over the years, such as Smoking Aces, Boss Level, The Gray, and The A-Team.
Okay.
Pity the Fool made The A-Team. The
Mhm.
project is gearing up for production and is scheduled to shoot this fall. How do you like them streaming apples, huh?
I mean,
So I just would like to say that they both look extremely tired in that picture. They look like they have been through it.
Well,
Yes.
Like Will Smith just slapped them both.
Oh God, Matt
Wow.
Damon's still trying to get on late night shows, and Ben Affleck's dealing with a divorce. So I mean,
Yeah.
Is
Well, I
he
mean,
getting
but Ben
divorced?
Affleck, look
Yeah.
at like
No
how
fault
small
divorce.
his neck is. I feel like he's not eating at Dunkin' Donuts. And he owns one. And they did all those commercials.
Yeah, they're.
Why aren't they both wearing pink and orange right now? They should be wearing pink and there's an orange couch in the back. Never mind.
Him and J-Lo are going through a no fault divorce right now.
Finally. Is it because he said that she wasn't 38 when she met him in her like docu comedy mockumentary thing?
I don't.
I mean, it's really supposed to be a documentary, but it's really not. None of it is real. So
God. Oh God, they look like grown-ups that try to hang out with high school stoners.
oh no, you're thinking about them from Dogma.
Yeah, and then Chris Neal said J-Lo stresses out Ben, Ben stresses out Matt. So I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
And
For
then
J-Lo,
Matt
how many divorces
stresses
is that now? Like
Jenny.
7?
Yeah, probably. I think he's beat what's her name? Purple-eyed girl. Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh God, that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Cheese.
But keeping it moving here because we are still in headliners. Deadpool and Wolverine 2.
Ooh, 2. Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine won't be the last film we see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman starring together, as they have another film project in development, and it has nothing to do with superheroes at all. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, Reynolds confirmed that the upcoming movie will be a non-superhero offering. We have one we're looking to do soon, he shared, but did not reveal any additional details about their next picture. Deadpool and Wolverine will snicked into theaters July 26th, 2024.
I like
Chris
it.
Neal. J-Lo divorces like Ross Geller. Love it. Love it.
That's a good one.
Oh,
It's not bad.
good.
It's not bad at all.
I want it to be a musical comedy.
I could see that. I could see right.
Both of them can sing.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds did that movie with Will Ferrell, Spirited.
Yeah, and he sang in it, and I was like, oh, I did not know he could sing like that.
And I mean, he just did If,
Mhm.
and you know,
Which is
that
now
you-
streaming on Paramount, by the way.
Is it? Oh, I don't
Yep.
have Paramount now. Well,
I'll
and
watch
then,
that
but
tonight.
yeah, I would love to see them both do something. But I want it to be a really gritty musical, like Rent. Not Rent. I don't want them to do Rent, but something like that. Like it's not the happy-go-lucky thing, but when they sing, they have to do happy-go-lucky dance numbers because there's something wrong with the world, and they have to actually try and save it, but not superhero wise. They're like tech guys that have to save the internet, which is causing all of this. And then, but they
Whoa.
have to sing while they're doing it because that's the only way that they can get further to get to it because they have to sing through all of these things. Anyway, that's just me spitballing, people. I had no idea about that.
That's like a Schmigadoon spinoff or something.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Somebody should just give me a freaking production company.
Yeah,
Can you imagine the crap I'd put out? Oh my God.
he's so good though.
Get your
Maybe.
passports ready. We're going back to Wakanda. Marvel animated shows have been fun to watch. None of them have any kind of real important impact on the MCU, but the Black Panther animated series, Eyes of Wakanda, is said to be the most singularly important animated show to the MCU to date. The series follows previous Black Panthers and the Dora Milaje members as they track down vibranium artifacts throughout Wakandan history. Okay, all right.
Okay, so the impact that that's gonna have, I feel like, is gonna be like you're gonna see a whole bunch of vibranium artifacts that get out in the world, and then they're like, it's gonna come to a head within the MCU. That's gonna
Anthology Indiana Jones style is what
Exactly.
this is.
But how bad are they at their job? Because there was some vibranium like spears in a museum just sitting there, and nobody went and got them. Come on, man. Anyway,
I think that was like Wakanda gave that to him though. Like afterwards, that was like part of their like, hey, we're getting out in the world now, and so this is vibranium. And that's why they could say it was vibranium.
That's not bad. Okay, head of streaming television and animation for Marvel Studios, Brad Winderbaum, shared
You're on my list, Brad.
Eyes of Wakanda. More than any other show we're doing in animation ties directly into the MCU. This is a story about Wakandan history. It's both about the history of Wakanda, but it also expands into the greater MCU as different time periods. So if you're a fan of the movies, I think this show's going to be a real treat. Black Panther director Ryan Coogler is producing the show, and it's been run by Todd Harris, a former Marvel storyboard artist. No date when we will be going back to Wakanda.
It's not Brandon McKinney? Come on, man.
Eyes of Wakanda, it's the thrill of the fight. Right? Oh.
Yeah, okay. That would work, actually.
It'll work.
I like it. Give
and
me
you know what
some
they
Wakanda.
can do? They can go to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Do it now.
Do it. Do it. Come on. Do it now.
I'm excited about this. I think that the MCU is fibbing with us about some of the animation not actually being as important as it really is.
Yeah.
I think What If is going to be important, especially during Secret Wars. I think they're going to bring some characters from What If into Secret Wars.
No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. And I mean, like talking about things that don't take place or like that don't have impact. I think this is going to have a lot of impact
and they had said that this one was going to have a lot of impact, and I think this is great. I like the anthology of it where they're separate, like it's different time periods for each one. I think that's really interesting. I would like to see the other Black Panthers because it's such a legacy, and I mean it's also about royalty, and everybody loves that Bridgerton, and what's that about?
It's going to be
English royalty.
It's going to be interesting to see more than just T'Challa and T'Chaka, and like kind of see the
maybe we'll actually get to see the first Black Panther do something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that one, remember they showed him for like a little bit. Was it Black Panther 1 or 2?
It was the first one.
I think it was 1. It was the first one, yeah. I would love to see stuff like that. It would be cool if they started in that field. And it basically was them telling the stories of them around like a afterlife campfire almost. And each Black Panther tells the story of him finding his vibranium artifact and all the characters that went with it. I think that would be so amazing. Can you imagine that? Like having this animated like afterlife, all of these amazing regal Panthers telling their stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they could even be telling T'Challa.
You're kind of on a roll tonight. What is going on?
I have no idea.
Well, I can't wait to hear her take on this because speaking of Marvel animation, Marvel Studios head of Marvel streaming television and animation, Brad Winderbaum, has
still on my list.
Still on your list, has teased a few details about Marvel's upcoming animated Disney Plus series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. The show takes place before 2016's Captain America Civil War, but with a noticeable key difference. Rather than coming home to his apartment to see Tony Stark in his home, it's none other than Norman Osborn who's chatting it up with Aunt May. He walks through the door. Winterbaum says there are twists and turns in that show that are amazing, but the real power is the ensemble, is the neighborhood. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is scheduled to premiere on Disney Plus on November 2nd, 2024. So right around the corner, guys.
Yeah. That'll be good. So like they've got I mean, it doesn't say that when we're going to get the Eyes of Wakanda, but we've got Agatha coming out around Halloween.
September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
September, and it'll be through Halloween, which I think that's amazing. I love that they're making it an event. Like, hey, we know this is witchy. We know that's a Halloween thing, so we're going to do it around Halloween. This, where it's Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that gets us right into Christmas. So it's like we see the fun witchy stuff, and then we get the family, the neighborhood stuff, which is much more friendly for those holidays. So I love it. I like it. I think you know what, Brad? I'm giving you this, Brad. You're going further down on the list. Further on the list. If it's really good, if they're both really good, and you take my advice on the Wakanda thing, I need it to have some sort of campfire thing. And then you'll be completely off my list. Brad, it's up to you.
So considering this is animation, do you think that Norman's going to have his weird circle hair? Like
yes.
Thing is in his hair?
Yeah, I would love to see that. Like that cowlick that they put in there.
Yeah.
Like that circling. Yeah. I'd love to see that. There's so many things that they could do with it. I like that they're doing the Norman Osborn. And this automatically tells me this is What If.
Oh, yeah. Like a version of What If.
Yeah. It's a different version of Spider-Man. So anyway. But yeah, I'm interested. Let's do this. I've never watched so much freaking Spider-Man since. And now it's everywhere in MCU, and I gotta watch it now because
you have to. All right,
I don't want to miss it.
In stories that were tailor-made for Say Wong news, shout out to Say Wong.
Hopefully he's on here.
I don't think he's here anymore, man. And we have a story for Say Wong, and he's not even in the chat anymore.
He's probably just late.
No, he was in the chat earlier, so I think
maybe he's trying to get Van to get in the chat.
He's reverse late. Okay, in March of this year, Warner Brothers pulled the plug on Rooster Teeth, shutting down the company that introduced animation and video games to some major projects in history. Perhaps the biggest series from Rooster Teeth was RWBY, RWBY, the original anime series that became so big that it not only warranted several seasons, but also received 2 films that saw the heroines teaming with DC's Justice League. I think that's on Max right now.
It is.
Remember.
Yeah, it is.
Now, in a surprise revelation at Anime Expo, was Say Wong there?
Yes.
Viz Media and the creative minds behind RWBY have confirmed that the series will return via new projects and is officially part of Viz moving forward. That's pretty cool. So Viz went out and plucked one specific IP from Rooster Teeth and said, all right, we're going to take this in. Kind of neat. Kind of neat how they can do that with animation. So the big question, does Say Wong approve of this acquisition? What do you think? Does Say Wong approve?
I would say Say Wong approves of this just because it's
I know where Say Wong is. He knew this was coming up and he already knew about it. And he's having a little Say Wong alone time.
Easy.
Oh, it's one of those like weird squishy things you get at the bait shop when you that you can put in the water. And never mind.
Nope. Don't.
Y'all are not from the Midwest. I forget.
No, but I think that in all reality, anything that brings RWBY back for Say Wong is a net good.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't ask us to put it in any of our freaking brackets. I mean, yay, we'll put it in the bracket.
I watched some of the RWBY JLA stuff. It was actually kind of interesting. I kind of dug it. But it's like 2 parts.
He actually said he didn't like it.
Well, screw him then.
Mergers? We got your mergers right here. David Ellison, Skydance Media, will take over Paramount Pictures with an $8 billion investment. Okay, David Ellison, I need you to start me a production company. The two companies have been trying to work something out over the past several months, and they finally locked down a deal. The deal includes a 45-day go shop period during which alternative offers could be considered. So basically, to keep it from being considered a, what do they call that? Not a monopoly. But something like that.
Conglomerate?
They have to give them a 45-day like shop around period to see if somebody can outbid it.
Right.
If they can't, then it will continue to go through. The board of directors signed off on a two-step transaction. The first, the acquisition of National Amusements Inc., the entity run by Sherry Redstone that had controlled almost 80% of Paramount voting shares. That transaction will be followed by a full merger. Ellison will step into the roles of chairman and CEO, and former NBC Universal chief Jeff Shell will lead the company as president. The deal is expected to close in the first half of 2025.
Dude, so Sherry Redstone had 80% of Paramount, like control of Paramount.
Yeah.
That is insane. That
I think her dad created Viacom, and Viacom ended up buying Paramount, and so he ended up with 80%.
And then when
so
he passed, she inherited it.
Yeah.
That is insane that they had that much controlling stake. The thing is like Paramount has been hit or miss with some of their
that's why we got so many SpongeBob movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all they want.
I mean, like they've been very hit or miss with what they've come up with and the way they've treated some IPs. So I don't know if Skydance will do any better, because I mean Skydance doesn't have like really bad properties, but it's just kind of like, are they going to allow creatives to be creative, or are they going to do like a whole bunch of studio involvement? That's the big question.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just depends. I mean, I don't know. Like a lot of this nowadays, like all of these companies are getting to the point where it's just, will it make money? Will it make money? And it's not, hey, let's try something new or try something risky and see if it works. I just like, I don't think Deadpool would have been made in this climate.
No,
it would not.
Apparently, Hesby thinks it's nice as well.
The other big thing with all this though too is, again, they don't trust their IPs. Like a lot of times, it's like, oh well, you know, we don't think you guys know what you want, but we know what you want, and then we're gonna put out a property and it's not what you guys want, so then it fails. And it's
but
like,
we'll tell you it's what you want, hoping that you'll just want it.
Right. And it's like I want to see more with Skydance. If Skydance is taking over Paramount, like I want to see more, hey, new sheriff in town, let's do what the fans want and like expand on it rather than just kind of, like I wish that's what they would have done with Halo, right? I wish Halo would have been something that was, it lives in the universe of the games, but isn't exactly, what happens in the games, and the biggest issue that as fans that we have with Halo is, why do we need to see Master Chief out of the armor for 90% of the show? And then we watch the show to get that little 10% of Master Chief in the armor.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it would be a lot better, and you'd get a lot more, because when their argument was, well, a show with somebody in armor the entire time wouldn't do well. Well, the fucking Mandalorian was amazing, and he's literally taken his helmet off twice in 4 seasons. So, like you there's no way, your argument for it can't be good unless you see their face, because we're paying for an expensive actor. Like again, there is a cult following for Dredd, and a lot of it is because he was true to the character and didn't take his helmet off as much as the studio wanted him to take it off. So I mean, like there is a level of respect the fandom that you're trying to get to watch this, but still doing things in a way where you can grow the fandom, right? The other thing is, it's just by doing the property alone, you're creating something that is going to open up more of the fandom, right? So if you do something that's true to the IP and make the fans happy, but also do something that's just generally good with good writing, you're going to expand that audience no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's like you see Halo versus Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout is perfect.
Yeah.
Like everything
Yep.
about that show was perfection. And that's a good example of exactly that. That's what I wish Halo would have done, was given the IP with Fallout is a lot more open, because you can just say, oh well, they haven't told a story about this vault, so let's tell a story about this vault, right? And given that every vault has a different experiment
Story.
that was done, and there's a story for every vault, like you can do stories like that because of the way it's built. But again, it's something that lives firmly in that universe of Fallout and adds to the lore and adds to everything that's there without disrespecting the original IP.
I like it.
Like this next story, I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Oh, yeah, because of course,
John Cena.
I do it with the other one. I do it with this one. You guys are all like, ooh.
The only reason I'm doing it with this hand is because this hand is working the mouse.
We don't want to know what that hand is working.
No, we don't want to know.
The
Is that what you call the mouse?
One more time. All right. The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker star John Cena has confirmed he will retire from WWE in 2025. That will bring
he's been in the WWE this whole time?
Yeah.
Why you can't see him. And that will bring an end to his long professional wrestling career, which started back in 2002. Cena appeared.
His career is older than Shadoo's.
Cena appeared at WWE's Money in the Bank PLE over the weekend, which took place in Toronto, Canada, and it was there that he announced his wrestling retirement plans. I watched it. I kind of saw it coming.
Did you cry like a baby?
I didn't, because John Cena. So let me get through the rest of the story and I'll bring that up. But Cena said the 2025 Royal Rumble will be my last. The 2025 Elimination Chamber will be my last. And I'm here to announce tonight that in Las Vegas, WrestleMania 2025 will be the last WrestleMania I compete in. I want to say thank you. He continued, Raw makes history next year when it moves to Netflix. I've never been a part of Raw on Netflix. That is history. That is a first. And I will be there. The actor and wrestler went on to reveal that he will work at least 30 to 40 dates in 2025, right up until the end of the next year. He also suggested that a 17th world title reign could be in the future, which means that he would break
Ric
Flair's record, because at the moment they're both tied at number 1 with 16 world title reigns. Woo! So to clarify, Cena also told the press that when he does retire, he's also retiring his patented jorts. So the jorts are going.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, no, not those. That's
He's been wearing jorts for 22 years.
It's also become a joke, right? Like that. He's like, like he always brings up that he wears jorts. So it's like, with John Cena, I remember the beginning of John Cena. I remember him walking in on Brock Lesnar and saying, the whole aggressive. What did he say?
No, he walked in on Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, that's what it was.
And he said, "What do you have, kid?" And he said, "Ruthless aggression."
Right. And he started. I remember that whole thing, but I wasn't around for most of John Cena's career, so I wasn't there. I stopped watching wrestling around the time when John Cena was like the face of WWE, when he was doing Doctor of Thugonomics.
Well, I could see why you would stop, because nobody can see him.
but like, when I came back in, he was still on the tail end of his career before he started slowing down. And I was just like, he's an entertaining dude, right? And he is, like, John Cena is a very entertaining person. He's very charismatic. He's and I mean that transitions into his movies very well. But the thing with
He was
John.
also on Parks and Rec.
Yeah, like I'm not as upset with like John Cena retiring as I would have been, like as I was when Stone Cold retired, when The Rock retired, when Undertaker Undertaker hasn't officially retired, but I mean when he's de facto retired like 3 times already, you know, things like
Andre
that.
the Giant.
Andre the Giant's a whole different monster. But like that's more of a sad story. You know, I was actually talking with someone the other day about oh, what was his name? He fought Andre the Giant in like earlier on in the day. It was the Giant Gonzalez.
Mm.
You know, I was talking about Giant Gonzalez back in the day and his weird wrestling attire.
Oh yeah.
You know, things like that. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, John Cena. It makes sense. I'm not like super sad because he's also not been on TV like consistently over the
Look
last.
at him. He's not even that big anymore.
Like he's still pretty fucking massive. Like John Cena's still a good guy.
Well, then that shirt needs to be adjusted because he don't look that massive in that shirt.
Yeah. But he's also, I didn't realize he's 47. So I mean, like, you know, he's probably just like, I'm done.
Ooh, he's 47.
No, but I'm saying
Go ahead.
When you've spent the last, you know, 20 plus years wrecking your body for this, I understand retirement.
I mean, I spent the last 20 some odd years wrecking my body, but
not that kind of your body.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a Mount Rushmore of wrestling, and he has
Is he
a
the
very
fourth
good
slot?
argument to be on there.
Yeah, he has solidified himself on that spot.
Yeah, he was
GOAT.
he's tied for the most world titles. So obviously he's in running for the GOAT. He
looks good in a dress
and
a wig. He looks like a woman.
He put
amazing.
the company on his back for decades.
Mhm.
So it's hard. And he took all the bad. He took all the negativity.
Yeah.
And he let people focus on him to be negative, to push other people up. So
yeah,
you know, good for him.
That's a big thing.
I'm so sure that John Cena is a wonderful person. When I meet him, I will be very magnanimous to him. I'll just, you know,
I met him once.
Effervescent.
It was the weirdest meeting. So back in the day, I worked at Best Buy. I was a Geek Squad agent, and
Did you? I've never heard that before.
And he came into the store, went immediately to the special interest section, and was looking at DVDs of himself. It was weird. But I mean, like for the most part, he was a cool guy. You know, like he was like I said, I've met a lot of like specifically sports stars working at Best Buy.
Do you know John Cena's cousin?
Who's his cousin?
Or maybe his little sister? Do you know his little sister? No,
I don't think so.
That's a callback from like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
shout out to Jamie Chung. Shout out to Jamie Chung.
No, so like again, I met John Cena. He was cool. The biggest asshole that I've met was Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Montana was a dick
because he looked at you and he's like, "God damn these Niner fans."
No, it was more so.
Boys.
I think that's part of what he assumed, but it was more so because he was looking to buy, I think it was a PS2 at the time, PS3. No, PS3. He was looking to buy a PS3 at the time. So somebody asked him if he needed help, and he goes, "No, I will not give you an autograph." It's like, dude, I'm trying to sell you the PS3 you're asking for. You know, he was one of those guys that, like, you can tell he's been battered by fans. You know, like, you're Joe Montana. I want a picture. I want an autograph. But like when people are trying to give him normal interactions and treat him like a normal person, he just becomes an asshole. And it's like, dude, you don't have to be that. Like I met Jerry Rice multiple times, and he's like the coolest dude ever.
Yeah, because he was a Raider. He got better.
No.
You know who is better in person?
Go for it.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
Looks like Arkham is shutting its doors for good. After years of being in the works, DC's Arkham Asylum spinoff series has reportedly been put on ice. Is
I
that
see.
like some sort of like thing? Was like Mr. Freeze supposed to be in it?
That's a Mr. Freeze joke for sure.
Oh, it's just sure. Okay. Reports indicated that the current iteration of the Arkham Asylum project is not moving forward. The series, which has been in the works in some capacity since being given a series order in July of 2020, was originally designed to be a spin-off to Matt Reeves' The Batman series of films focused on the Gotham City Police Department. In 2022, it was confirmed that the project had evolved into focusing on Arkham Asylum, with The Staircase and Christine's Antonio Campos being brought on to serve as showrunner and head writer. It was subsequently teased that the series could be set in James Gunn and Peter Safran's forthcoming DC universe. According to reports, there's still a chance that a project set in Arkham could be developed at a later date, either as a spinoff of The Batman or as part of the DCU. The Batman already has a spinoff series, The Penguin, set to debut later this year, as well as a sequel in the works, which is set to make its debut in the fall of 2026. I think it's too much. I think I'm okay with this. I think Arkham, the whole Arkham Asylum thing, no. And they've already tried the police department, Hello Gotham, and although that would be a really cool breakfast show for Gotham City. Hello Gotham. But but yeah, I'm just
Good morning, Gotham.
Like I've famously said that I was not happy with Gotham as a show because like they basically turned like they made Gordon into Batman without giving him the costume, and it's like he dealt with characters that he would have never dealt with. At least
the first
until Bruce
season
said.
they stuck to the mission statement.
The first season was decent, but I mean, like,
and
after
then
that, like they made Bruce Batman at 18, and it's like, no, he doesn't have the world experience to be Batman.
Yeah, that's Batboy.
Yeah.
And after season 1, I was watching season 2, and then I was like, I'm not watching this anymore because this is a low rent Batman.
Yeah,
like Batman series.
The way they did Azrael, I didn't like the way they did Ivy. The whole relationship with Catwoman, like it's just it became such a CW show.
Yeah, really
and it's like I didn't want any of this. I wanted kind of what they said that this show was going to be. I wanted to see Gotham PD and the corruption that creates the need for a Batman.
Yeah.
Which you kind of see that in the Batman movie with Reeves' first movie. And it's like I that's what I want. I want to see this rampant hardcore corruption. I wanted to see essentially Batman year 1.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to see, and not like Batman, but like the stuff with James Gordon and like all the Gordon stuff in Batman year 1, where you see,
or like Batman year -1.
Yeah, but what I'm specifically, because I know you know what I mean by that, is
I know
Gordon stuff, right? Like seeing Gordon fight the corruption and claw his way up to becoming the commissioner eventually. But I wanted to see him as a detective and like what he deals with coming into Gotham and like being the Boy Scout amongst all of the shit in Gotham PD.
Yeah.
But then like they decided, we're gonna do all the supervillains, and all these supervillains are gonna exist prior to there being a Batman. And it's like, no, because also the other thing with and this is because of the Arkham Asylum comic book, a lot of the villains, a lot of the rogues that Batman deals with are also contrary to his psychosis. Like a lot of those characters wouldn't exist if Batman didn't exist. They all complement each other.
Yeah, he fed into their psychoses.
Right. So like that's the whole thing is like, Grant Morrison did a really good job of writing that story and creating something that felt real.
I also think this is too much that's not in the DCU. So, I mean, they have the Batman 2, the Penguin series. And then this show that's kind of changed premises a couple different times. I think they're looking at it as a whole and saying, like, you know what? Should we be branching off this other universe when the whole idea of bringing on Saffron and Gunn is to create one DCU
Right.
that we can kind of play with? So I think it's, if anything, they're probably going to pause on it and just say, you know what? Let's see how Batman 2 does. Let's see how Penguin does. See if we need to push the Batman universe, or if we need to just concentrate on the DCU.
Yeah.
Heck, they might decide, let's scrap the whole Gotham thing and do like a Daily Planet show.
That would be kind of cool too.
I mean, because Superman's coming out soon, so maybe they'll put that in place.
Mm-hmm. And just with this, because it was evolving into an Arkham series, the only villain that especially with the universe that they're creating with the Batman in Reeves' Batman universe, the only character I would have wanted to see in the Arkham series would have been Hugo Strange.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like he would have fit in that universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're just getting back to Gotham again because he was a
The
big
Daily Planet
villain.
meets The Office.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Would be pretty good. Okay, what do we got next?
I want to see Perry White as what's his name, as the dude
Michael,
as Michael, as Michael Scott.
Yeah.
but it's Hugo Perry, or it's Perry White. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. And then you got Jimmy Olsen. He could be his Dwight.
Jimmy Olsen as Dwight Schrute would be the best. Oh god.
And then you've just got Clark looking in the camera all the time, and he's Jim.
He's Jim for sure. He's and then Lois obviously is well
Pam.
no.
She would be
Pam,
like a amalgam of like Pam and what the boss that scares Michael. What's her name?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. The one he ended up hooking up with.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say she Lois has to have a little more pull because she's like a Pulitzer Prize winner, so it's like all that shit, and she's not just a receptionist.
I don't think that this next story. I don't think this person is gonna play Perry White.
Oh no, absolutely not, because it's a bird, it's a plane. It's a Reeves cameo is basically what we're doing here. Director James Gunn has sprinkled some of historical Superman magic with his upcoming film, as he has added the beloved late actor Christopher Reeve's son, Will Reeve, to the cast of his movie in a cameo role. According to local reporting out of Cleveland, where production is currently in motion, the younger Reeve will reportedly be playing a TV reporter, which is fitting given his real-world work as a correspondent for ABC News. Superman will fly into its theatrical release on July 11th, 2025. So about a year from now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Really crazy is how much he kind of looks like his dad.
Yeah.
He does. He looks a lot like his dad.
If you give him the curly Q, he could be Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
it'd be
pretty
funny
cool.
if he wears glasses in it too.
Oh,
He looks almost exactly like Clark Kent.
If you make him Clark Kent, that would be the best. Like if you make him his dad's version of Clark Kent.
Kent Clark.
Kent Clark. Yes. Kent Clarkson.
Kent Clarkson.
Clark's son. Get it?
That's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah. And
that's pretty cool.
We do have another story,
kind of. Maybe.
Kind of. Alert! Nathan Fillion's got a bowl cut.
Hence my name on the show right now, not rocking the bowl cut.
Some new photos, not nude, new, from the set of James Gunn's Superman have surfaced, and they offer our first look at Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern and Isabella Merced's Hawk Girl in costume. The photos also feature David Corn Sweat, Corn Sweat,
the man who
Superman,
makes Sweat,
and Eddie Gathigis. Is that right? Gathigi?
Edie Gathigi.
Edie Gathigi. Why did I say Eddie? Oh, well. Mr. Terrific. I apologize, Edie. Come on the show and I'll properly apologize. We don't have context for the scene being shot, But it's interesting to see what all these superheroes are going to look like in the film. Fillion going full bowl cut. Wonder if he'll have a glass jaw too. Superman will tell the story of Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent of Smallville, Kansas. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned. What do you think of the costumes, and who's the blue guy?
Well, number one, I think that was a synopsis.
It wasn't. Did it say synopsis? No,
no, it didn't. But that's what I'm saying. I think it was, even though we didn't call it one.
You know how many times we've done that actual synopsis? I was like, I'm not doing the friggin' synopsis with the same information.
The blue guy is obviously someone from the Blue Man Group, just like Jeff said.
Yeah.
Well, who is Sean Gunn playing?
He's playing Weasel.
Maybe it's Weasel. It could be Weasel.
No, because he actually does play
Sean
Weasel.
Gunn.
What?
I don't think that's Sean Gunn in the blue outfit.
Then who is it?
I don't know. That's why I said who's
Kick-Ass?
the blue guy?
It's Kick-Ass. It's Kick-Ass.
It's the blue version of Kick-Ass.
Yeah, there you go. No, so obviously it's probably going to be a CGI character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who would be like full CGI.
Kilowog.
That it could be Kilowog.
See who else? It could be Starman.
Oh,
it does look like kind of a bigger actor too. You know, kind of like how Spencer Wilding is kind of bigger.
Yeah,
it looks like
the
a
broader
bigger dude.
shoulders. That was my thing. Is that?
Yeah. Like I don't know, because I think Kilowog is, but I guess if it's CG, you could make him a lot bigger. Just like I feel like Kilowog would be a lot bigger of a person.
Starman, because like Mr. Terrific and Hot Girl are part of the Justice Society, and
Right.
Starman was in the Justice Society when they rebooted it. No, he was in the Justice Society before too, but the Starman that would need CGI.
Yeah,
it could also be the Atom.
Oh, well,
or Atom Smasher.
Atom Smasher would make sense.
Yeah, because then he can get big and that. So it could be that too. So I mean, it could be several people. I mean, Sandra says it's Hydra Bob, but
it's a blue Hydra Bob though. Hydra Bob is
Hydra Bob. It's maybe it's just maybe we're right. Maybe it's Blue Man Group guy. Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis.
Finally getting to play as Blue Man.
I say
since
he's blue and they have a green background, I think it's Martian Manhunter. Boom.
Oh.
Yeah, he is supposed to be in this, isn't he? Yeah, John Johns is supposed to be. Yeah, so that could be it too.
It could be.
I put the little arrows on there so you could see where
don't you think though? I was gonna say, don't you think though? Because like, I feel like if it's, I feel like they would go practical with John Johns.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think that it has to be something that's full CGI. So it may be somebody they're fighting.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like especially with James Gunn, he's really into doing practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if John Johns is in this movie, he would do him with practical makeup.
Yeah. Of course, they could just be hiding who it is.
Yeah.
And did his stuff inside so they could put him in the scene so nobody knows.
Or this is just spitballing right here, right? But
James loves it when we do that.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing here, but he is not a character, and he's just making shit float in the air.
That could be it too.
And that way they can just erase him out of the scene later.
Yeah, that could be it too.
I'm looking up who's in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's also Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho.
Oh, that
could be that. Yeah.
That could be Metamorpho. That would make sense
to
do
in a
Metamorpho CG.
Stays.
Yeah.
Stay. Yeah. Okay. I think we've got some good starting off of who the blue guy could be. I think it's funny that we're both like, yeah, Nathan Fillion has a bowl cut and blonde hair, and we got, Isabel Merced in her little hot girl outfit, and look, there's Mr. Terrific, and hey, look, it's Superman, and we're like, who's the blue guy?
Who's the blue guy? You know what else surprises me is the way that Guy Gardner's costume is. Like he's
So I was listening to Matt. Shout out to Matt. I was listening to his podcast on
Mhm.
Comic Book Nation, and he was saying that how if you look at Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and like Hawk Girl, they all kind of have like some white
yeah.
It's
in
like
their
it's,
uniform,
and it's leather. It all looks leather like.
and it's like they're sponsored. And somebody was saying like who was it, Max Lord or something?
Maxwell Lord. So there's a rumor
Oh.
going around, especially because like one of the symbols that they have on their uniforms looks like something from Max Tech. So like a lot of people are assuming that they're sponsored by Maxwell Lord.
Well, remember Maxwell Lord did in Justice League International, which is a favorite of James Gunn.
James Gunn, right?
That Maxwell Lord did lead them for a while, and they had no idea that he actually had powers. So,
Which is
like,
like
I mean,
fun
at
about
some
Maxwell
point he
Lord.
did.
That's
Yeah,
what's fun about Maxwell Lord in the comics is a lot of people don't realize he has powers.
Yeah, he does. In the like they made that like a huge comic book like crossover event actually. But yeah, and the outfit that he's wearing gives me warrior vibes. Like not the way that was, because his was like orange and red and all that, but it gives me that kind of like where he's wearing the jacket and he's warrior. Remember he wore the t-shirt that just had the W on it for a while. It's giving me those vibes, and that was after Justice League International. So I think we're getting some JLI here.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
and Superman was never a full member of that, so
Right.
that would make sense.
His costume looks very Ion for someone who was never Ion.
I'd say that, but if you look at his belt buckle really close, it
Yeah.
really is like old school Green Lantern.
Well, I like because I was gonna say I see the lantern on his belt buckle, but it's like
Yeah.
with like the amount of white that's in that costume, it feels like very. His costume feels very Ion, even though he's obviously not Ion, and Guy Gardner
Yeah.
never strong
with
enough
the
to be Ion.
yeah,
But I mean, like
with the black at the top and the white in the front, and all he's missing is the little like Green Lantern or the Ion symbol up at the top of his
right.
thing. So I do like that they're not doing onesies for a lot of them. Like really, Superman should stand out, and Superman having like a full body thing and having the trunks on and stuff, so that it's a little
he's got
it's a little bit more fashion forward. But no, I like that it's different, so that Superman stands out more, and that may be why they did it.
Sandra saying no, it's Bluey.
It's Bluey. Bluey is everywhere.
Jeff, so Jeff used to work in stagecraft, and he's saying that it's a stagehand doing an effect, which is the joke that I made earlier, saying that it's probably just making shit float. His costume looks like Shatterstar from the second Deadpool. He does look like Shatterstar. He does look like Shatterstar.
Yeah.
He looks like Shatterstar, but as a white guy with like a blonde bowl cut.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna like outline him in like a green field almost in CGI too. So yeah, I mean we can stand or sit here and speculate all night, but we probably shouldn't do that because we all have families.
Families.
You know what else we got? You know what else we got?
Doing the same transition. Let's do it.
We got merch, people.
We got merch, people. we got Jahmez trying his hardest to draw that one out like he did earlier.
I gotta try. Hey, guess what? At least I have hat that you do not have.
Yeah, I'm wearing something that people can't get anymore either. I'm wearing a Distance Nerd Gorilla shirt.
Exactly. I'm wearing a Rolling Stones shirt.
So I am wearing Distance Nerding merch right now.
Lip on it.
For once.
Lips
okay. If you want a hat, go ask DeLong Cosplay, because they got Young Phil's hat that they will sell it to you for cheap.
You can clone him. It's got his DNA on it.
Yeah,
it does. One used hat with the sweat of a Young Phil.
Yes, exactly. But if you don't want the sweaty hat, we got shirts, people, so you can get a shirt. DM us at Distance Nerding. So if you want the black logo shirt, or if you want the charcoal gray character shirt, all you got to do, DM us. Let us know how many you're looking for, what sizes you're looking for. $20 or $25 if we got to ship it to you. We'll throw in some stickers. Maybe we'll throw in young Phil's Funko Pop hair or his beard. You never know. You'll find out when you buy the shirt. Come
And
get it.
also, hey, if there's something that you guys would like, or you want to, like, let's say you want the character shirt, but you might like it in black. You should like come and talk to us about that and see if maybe that's something that we can do. If we get enough people that want to do that, maybe we can do that.
Yeah,
Or,
just let us know what merch you guys want.
yeah, you want something that's called bias. You want bias the taco on a t-shirt. We get enough people that want that, we'll do it.
A better idea on that is I'm a part of the taco party.
Yeah. Taco partier.
Oh, I'm a taco partier, and then just have the DN logo under it.
Or you could just have taco party, and then in the back you could have the different names of the shows up till that point, as it's like tour dates.
That's fun stuff. 182 of them.
There you go. But I'm just saying, like, if there's something that you guys are like, man, I really would like distance nerding on this, or I really would, I wonder if they'd be willing to do this shirt in a different color or whatever. I have to tell you, the gray on that shirt, the way that it looks, is not the gray that it looks like when you wear it. It is I love it. That gray shirt is probably my favorite. Like, it's comfy. The material is soft. It's not too binding. I have I'm on the larger size with the chest hole area.
You got ladies.
So, yeah, I got the ladies. I got the top titty meat.
The top titty meat.
But
thanks,
I got
and
it
keep
in a
nerding.
large.
Good night, everybody.
I got top titty meat. I got it in a large, and it fits so well. It's like, so it's not binding anywhere. It fits so well. And
I'm sorry, the chat is winning right now. I'm sorry, the chat is winning right now. One, Say Wong finally came back into the chat after we did a story that was tailor-made for him and decided not to be here.
Specifically for Say Wong.
Right, and he wasn't even in there for it. Like, Say Wong, we talked about Ruby just for you. But right here, so DeLong said, we will take bids. All proceeds will go to getting Shadu to do stuff. But Shadu will do anything for money. Actually, that should be a shirt too.
Yeah.
Right. Say Wong says a Phil killed James t-shirt.
Oh, that would be good.
Or a James is dead t-shirt.
Yep.
And said no, a James is still in the closet t-shirt.
I think it should just be a closet door, and you just like see a little word bubble that says, "Hey guys, are you gonna let me out?" Yeah. That's what it needs to be.
Or what the funniest joke from that episode was, Anna, Elsa,
Samantha.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, guys, if there's something that, like, if you guys think that we do something funny, or you want something ridiculous and enough people want it, let us know.
Please tell us
you
we're
have
funny.
To purchase it.
Please.
Oh, Tater said we need a truffle shuffle shirt. More inside jokes from trivia. All right.
Well, that excludes everybody. Thanks a lot, Tater. Go back to sleep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the schedule. So Mondays, game streams on Twitch from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. I've been playing Mad Max. It is a fun game. Getting a lot of the levels done and everything like that. Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now or listening to right now, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30, or really just whenever we finish it. And then Thursdays, the build from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We talk to celebrities. I build Lego on stream. Starting a new build this week, guys. I'm doing Luke's speeder from Star Wars, the UCS system, the UCS one. And this week's guest
is it the Tashi Station one?
Yeah, it is that one.
Okay.
And then this week's guest is Stephen Yu, a comic book creator. We will be talking about his new book. He's another friend of us, a friend that was referred to us by Darren Sheeby. He's doing a graphic novel called Joan. It's a medieval martial arts Western take on Joan of Arc.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that. He's got a campaign on Indiegogo starting pretty soon, so we'll be talking about that, and it's going to be a good time on the show this week, guys.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I vaguely know who Stephen Yoon is.
Stephen Yu,
Yeah, Stephen Yoon.
not Stephen Yuen, who
No,
is-
yeah, no, Stephen Yu. I'm sorry, I said Stephen Yuen, but I wasn't
Yeah.
because I was distracted by something. I was distracted by Saoirse Ronan and Timothy Chalamet laughing at each other.
That's pretty funny, actually.
What is happening over there?
I follow Graham Norton's show, okay? And
You want to
looking
plug?
at us, I'm watching online on the YouTubes.
You want to
and
plug
I'm-
Graham Norton's show? Do you have any pluggables for Graham Norton?
No, he has a lot more money than I do. He
Okay.
doesn't need my help.
Oh God, how much to get Shadu to do the truffle shuffle? This and this is a question on we're questioning your parentage right now. Does he know what the truffle shuffle is?
No, he does not know what the truffle
God
shuffle
damn
is.
it! How has he not seen the Goonies?
Well, okay, look. He
Bum, bum,
I can't tell you
bum, bum,
stuff because
bum,
it'll
bum,
embarrass him.
bum, bum,
So I
bum,
can't tell you
bum,
why
bum,
he hasn't seen the
bum, bum,
Goonies, why he's
bum,
not a
bum,
horror
bum,
fan
bum,
or anything like
bum,
that.
bum.
I can't. You'll have to
James
ask
told me
him.
the theme song is the best.
Yeah. So, but he has seen a lot. We're working on it. We finally got him caught up on Wheel of Time, which we watched again, and I was like, I am seeing so many like this was a clue things, and so yeah, and he's caught up on. Well, no, he's not caught up on House of the Dragon or Acolyte, but he's almost caught up. And then once that's gonna happen, then we go to older movies. So.
Okay. Well,
if it's got magic, he's probably watched it.
yeah.
But if there's no magic, he might.
No, that's
hit
not
and miss.
necessarily true. There's some
hit
stuff
and
he
miss.
hasn't seen.
I love that the DeLongs are in here saying Bruce knows what it is. Shame, Frey, shame on you. Their 8-year-old knows what the truffle shuffle is.
Well, look, a lot of stuff went down in his formative years.
It's okay.
that-
It's okay. I'm
yeah.
just giving you shit. It's fine. So with that being said, it is time for pluggables. Frey usually would be doing this for you, but he's not here. So
I
do
know. I gotta do it. I gotta remember all this stuff.
How do we get in touch with
Hey.
Graham Norton?
I don't know. Call Graham Norton. All right. So, my name's Frey. Actually, my name's Jennifer, but Frey Comics is kind of me as well. And I have a channel on YouTube called Frey Girl. It has a thing called Classified. And yeah, we're doing that. We take your favorite fandoms and then we classify them into Dungeons and Dragons classes. We also did a sister show or a supplemental show that was called Journals of the Classes. We finished it, all 13 of them. And yeah, so we just put out Artificer, my favorite one. And it has nothing to do with, it was the 13th one that we did in one day. And we were so slap happy that it's only 4 minutes long. So there's that. But it is actually a really good series. We go through each class and then all the subclasses and really tell you like what they do. We make jokes about it sometimes. I don't know. We do a lot of weird stuff and I say a lot of shit. So you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And then, but yeah, and then, yeah. Well, also corgi shorts. Our corgis are highly, I don't know, looked at. That's about it. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Twitter, even though I never check it. I'm on Facebook. Again, never check it. I went on and I had like 1,000 notifications. And yeah, so I didn't go through all of them. That took too long. So, yeah, that's me though.
All right.
As long as you check our messages, that's fine.
I do.
That's it. That's all that
Although,
matters.
You guys usually send me stuff on Instagram, and so sometimes I see them, and sometimes I don't because I have a life.
That's totally okay. Well, I don't. So, have
Yep.
something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, because phrase checking the Facebook group, the Distance Nerdington Post.
Okay. If you want to support the show, best way that you can do that is by heading over to distancenerding.com. Clicking up at the top of the screen right there where you see that buy us a taco button. And you can buy us a taco. Join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Join the taco party. Be one of the supporters of the show that helps us continue to do all the fun things that we do, like go to more cons and get more prizes and more fun things. Because, guys, you are why we continue to do this.
Yep.
All of you, everyone listening, everybody watching, everything that we do is to
every single one of you.
Exactly.
Everyone.
You over there, you. We do this for you.
Yeah.
And that guy in the back, him too.
Yeah. No.
Not
Yes.
much for him.
We are talking about you. You not so much.
Yeah.
But the rest of you, yes.
Even the guy in the back sleeping, Tater, talking about him. Doing it for him.
Right.
But no.
So yes, if you guys want to help us and continue to grow, head over to distancenerding.com, click on that buy us a taco button, and help us continue on. So, ladies and gentlemen, where can you find us? All the places that you can get with us. Connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not X. It'll never be X. I'll never call it X. It's going to continue being Twitter.
And on X.
Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans, X. I guess that works together.
And X,
OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and Jahmez's glasses, judging you from the table, staring
Like
at you.
he judges us every Tuesday.
Yeah, staring at you seductively. Just his glasses alone. James, show them the glasses.
These
Those
glasses. But also not these glasses.
Yeah. Oh, is it more these glasses?
Don't take them off, because then you're gonna lose them.
Shit, lost them. Now James is blind again.
And looks 10 years younger.
It looks
hey, come on. Really? You didn't need to do that. So rude.
Oh God, that's so good. Guys,
at
all the places where we exist, every social media that exists at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Ruby, that is now purchased by Biz Media.
Yeah.
You can send us an email, and this is where James has been waiting the entire time. An email at dist.
Oh, look, there's a graphic.
See, I like that. That's so cool.
I wonder if there's social media for old people. That's what we need.
You know what? I really like this. It reminds me of Miss Marvel, the TV show Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that vibe, the little envelope. I like it.
There you go. There you go.
Nerding at AOL.com, and we will read that email on the show live on air. So, ladies and gentlemen, that
should be our next shirt with that font.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad idea.
With it all spaced out.
Yeah. It's a bit. And
like
it
the
tells
disc.
you how to find
The disc
us.
is over on a sleeve.
And then nerding at AOL.com.
Yeah.
See on the other.
No, it's nerding at AOL.com.
It's nerding.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. And then people are just like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. Thanks, and keep nerding together.
Together. Yay. It's time for the dance party. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your toys ready because we are ready to go. Let's do this.
Go ahead. Get it closer. Look at this painted rock. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna start selling painted rocks. Child labor.
Distance nerding.
You want a painted rock? A distance learning painted rock? I'll charge you for it. Send me money. Send it to Venmo.
Venmo me.
Child labor. We'll do it any hour. You need it done.
The child is not for sale. But
I'm gonna make that child.
Creepy baby. Creepy baby.
The .gg girls.
I couldn't find the button. We'll see everybody on Thursday.